live on YouTube. 30 seconds, all quiet.
It's raw, it's uncensored, it's live 24/7. It's chaoticradio.com.
You're cruising on a motorcycle through another dimension and time. A dimension not only of beer and rock and roll, but of twisted minds and sexy women. A wild journey of crazy imagination that has no boundaries. There's a warning, a sign up ahead. Your next stop. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone. The Zig Zone.
What the hell is up, chaoticradio.com land? It is a manic Monday. Chaotic. And let's get ourselves on the screen. Oh, it doesn't. I probably help I put radio also, huh? Hey, that was a good time. We actually got that thing whole time fucking right. That's the first time we did a professional fucking start. Yeah.
I double checked all the screens. I'm like, this on.
That's funny. But we did teamwork, so I had the everything ready for you to start. And even the sound check. So there we go.
Very good.
All righty. So anyways, yeah, Scott's out in the parking lot, and I come walking up, and my legs are all freaking sore as fuck from the track this weekend. And I come in, and he's like, so what's up? I said, I'm just sore as fuck, man. He's like going, yeah, you look like you had something stuck up your ass.
No, you were walking like either you had something up your ass, you had to take a shit, or fucking, you were sore from something. I don't know. So, why are you walking like an old man? Come on.
Right? Dude, I woke up on Sunday, man, just like, holy shit, what the hell? I thought I did leg day at the gym. But, 30 minutes on the track is a long time. I'm just saying.
Better.
I thought you checked all this.
No, it was good. What was...
I was only going through... It was only going through one channel.
You can't hear you.
Oh, you know why? It's because I had... Oh, let me hit my mic. I only took the mic and lifted one portion to my ear.
Yeah, you can't.
I didn't put the headset on.
That one's not on.
Yeah, it is.
No, I couldn't hear him at all. Just saying.
Did you not turn that on?
Your testes? No? Maybe it's the cord.
Hello.
Dude, I had it going. It was fine.
It is on.
What the fuck?
So much for starting with that.
Jesus. You had to go there.
Oh, my God.
Always.
And then it rained today.
It was not on.
Huh?
Yeah. Yeah, the rain sucks. I'm tired of fucking rain.
The pink one.
Yep, it's on now.
Stinky pinky.
So you didn't turn it on.
It was on mute.
Oh,
jeez.
that's no bueno.
There you go.
All right.
Okay.
Cheers. I could use this, that's for sure.
Yeah.
So I finally got my my card, Blue Shield, so I get to make my appointment for my plus 50 physical.
You're going to get probed.
Yeah.
That's what's going to happen.
Pretty much.
Ring my bell. That's what we need to do. We need to download that song. Ring my bell. That's when we have, like when Tiff chimes in, we can play that one too.
No. She gets the Black Eyed Peas. Ding-a-ling-dong-dong, ding-a-ling-dong-dong.
Hell?
Or there was, didn't Dre do one? Yeah. Dre has a ring-a-ding-ding-dong song.
Does he?
Yeah.
Couldn't tell you.
It's cheesy, but it's funny.
Oscar got me this necklace, man, and the tips of these feathers, man, are so freaking sharp.
Yeah.
I was sitting there and I went like this, and I pulled my hand, and it just fucking cut my finger.
Cool.
Oh shit. I think she's trying to kill me. See, it's long enough. It's like almost down to my heart. Just cut me just enough.
Yep.
Just kind of slowly bleed out in my sleep. I gotta take this thing off when I sleep. I wore it to bed one time, man, and that thing, came up, and I rolled over, man. That thing like fucking stuck me in the neck, dude. What the hell was that? I thought it was like a bee or something, or a spider was biting me.
Nice.
So what'd you guys do this weekend?
I just chill. We went to that Lemon Festival thing on Saturday in Upland here, and it was one of my buddy's birthdays. So there's a buddy that has an apartment upstairs in downtown Upland. So went there, and there was a bunch of old friends. Guys I went to high school with. One of my old bass players was there too, and it was kind of cool, just chilling and drinking and having a good time. And Sunday we went down to San Diego, down to Ocean Beach with some other friends, and went down and had some shark tacos
Yummy.
and some margaritas.
Shark tacos.
They're
That sounds
delicious.
good.
Yeah, South Beach Bar and Grill down there in Ocean Beach. Shark tacos are bomb.
I like shark steak. That's about like the
Yeah.
only fish that you can actually cook and I can actually eat and enjoy the flavor. Its only problem is that sharks they're becoming endangered, man.
Aw.
They'll be fine. They got big teeth. If it wasn't for us, they'd be the top of the food chain.
Yeah, quit biting fucking surfers and shit, you fuckers. More tacos.
Oh shit! You can go on YouTube and look up shark attacks, dude. Man, there's some brutal shit that people have recorded.
Yeah.
Nice.
There was one I was watching it was on this cruise ship, and they're in the middle of just I don't know, the Mediterranean or whatever it was. And so they're all, hey, let's anybody wants to go swimming, So there was people, and they had a little boat. They dropped one of the boats down, and they're sitting there, swimming around. And this chick, the shark comes up, man, and takes her leg off, dude.
Oh.
And they go pulling her up, dude, and then her leg's missing, and just blood fucking squirting out. And I go, oh shit, that's got to be all bad. Then they got, they're starting to wrap her up. She actually survived. How do you survive getting your leg ripped off?
Yeah.
You just stop the circulation from coming out, so that way you can just patch it up. But yeah, that's a hell of a trauma.
Ugh.
Yeah.
And then she said she didn't feel any pain. She felt a pop.
Ew.
It's like it pulled it out of the hip socket or something.
Damn. Shit's got some power.
Right?
Brutal.
That's crazy. See, that's why I don't. Well, one reason why I don't swim in the ocean here anymore is it's like a toilet.
Yeah, exactly.
So I don't.
Yeah,
I
fish
don't even-
piss in there.
Yeah.
No, all the
Everybody does.
all the diapers and shit that the fucking people leave there, and all the trash and shit.
Dude, I remember the last time I was out swimming in the ocean. I was sitting there on a boogie board waiting for a wave to come in, and I look over and there's a turd.
Oh no.
He's just like G.I. Joe swimming in the water. And I'm like going, what the hell? Really? Now I paddled in. I'm like, going, that's it. I'm never going to this ocean again.
like Caddyshack.
I found this little sushi joint that was out on the end of a long dock, like out there on the beach. And I was just sitting there eating. I don't think anybody else was there. A couple of guys working were talking. And the week before, they had just fixed their sewer main, had actually broken off, and everything was just going straight down into the ocean.
Oh, gnarly. Oh, gross.
Oh, man. That's a health violation.
Right?
And I'm sitting there eating sushi going, maybe I shouldn't be eating here.
Well, then you think like sushi, because a lot of that stuff is farmed, but there's still the open sushi. Now, what about that Fukushima thing? Right? Isn't that with the Fukushima? Right? The
Oh, yeah, Fukushima.
yeah.
Yeah, they're still dumping radiation into
Yeah.
the ocean, so the levels are going to go up, but I don't know how high they are, if it's really that bad. But, I mean, just like you had with DDT and pesticides and some other chemicals, once it got into the food chain, it worked its way up, and then that made the levels a lot higher when you're looking at fish versus the water that they're swimming in. So you're going to see really, really hot sushi soon.
Oof.
Bring a Geiger counter next time you go to a sushi place.
Right? Sit there.
Yeah, we had sushi on Friday.
Is that why you're glowing?
Yep. that would be it.
I've never had shark sushi though.
No, not shark sushi. We had.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I've never had
He had
none of that.
sushi and then shark tacos, or the other way around.
I don't know if they have.
Can you?
Shark sushi. Yeah, look
Someone's
that up.
got it, man. I mean, it's a fish,
Yeah.
right?
Don't
So
know.
it's got to be made. Or do you have to actually cook shark? I know because eel is my favorite, but you have to cook eel. You can't eat that raw.
Yeah, maybe it's the same. Why is it that you can eat one raw and not the other? Like, what's the deal with eel?
I don't know. I think you can get like sick from it. I think there's
Well,
something.
you get sick from all of them. They
Or maybe
all-
it's just gross.
you can get tapeworms.
Maybe
and all that
maybe it
shit.
doesn't taste good.
Well, yeah,
That and the mercury isn't good either.
true.
So I don't know. Just love sushi.
Which is why the farm stuff is not, because then you don't have to worry about all that shit, right?
They actually get more mercury through the food that they give them.
Do they
Because
really?
they give them pellets that they dredged off the bottom of the ocean, or the shelf, so that way it has like all this stuff that's settled out, so it's a little bit more concentrated.
Really?
Probably.
You're fucked either way.
Oh, you're
Yeah.
just
No,
kinda
I have
throwing
heard
out there.
that, but I haven't actually looked it up to see how true it is. But
I don't know.
I think you're better off eating wild caught stuff. It tastes better too. Like farm salmon versus fucking real salmon. I can taste the difference.
Can you really?
You can see the difference. It's a much redder cut of meat because the farm stuff loses its color. So they put color back into the food tablets, and that's what makes it pink.
Yeah?
Yeah, they're just trying to make it look red.
Ew. I never knew that. That's gnarly. Well, actually, America Mike said that like chicken eggs, they're actually brown. He says what they do, the reason why you have eggs and go to the grocery store and they're white is after they've hatched them, they go through a process of sanding the eggshell.
I thought they had both brown
No,
or white.
I had chickens when I was married.
Yeah, I've seen chickens have
And-
white eggs.
Yeah, no, the eggs came out white.
But you know what? The white eggs don't hate the brown eggs.
Damn racist chickens.
I only do brown eggs that do yoga at midnight under a full moon and have omega-3.
No, I mean, Tiff always buys the brown eggs.
Well, you could always
They're better. I mean, they
Yeah,
taste
you
better.
can
I don't know
definitely
why.
taste the difference.
I like farm fresh eggs.
well,
Yeah.
Actually yellow in the yolk.
Yeah, when they're not caged, they definitely taste better.
Yeah.
I can definitely taste the difference. Like, for instance, we went to yesterday on the way back from the track. We went to the Grizzly Cafe in Wrightwood,
Oh, yeah.
and their eggs are the non-caged eggs, and you can definitely tell the difference. And my niece and nephew there, they're little. They're like 6 and 8, and they, especially Albie, will not. It doesn't matter what you put. Even McDonald's, you put it, he won't finish it in one sitting. He might nibble on it after the after thing. Then he won't even finish the rest. But dude, I watched both those. I watched both them finish their plates before I finished mine. And Albie had an egg off of Vince's plate, and then Vince had to get Mima another egg. He had to request another egg for her.
Nice.
Yeah. But oh yeah, you can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah.
And I think it's mainly in the yolk. See, I don't know how do you like your eggs? I don't like mine sunny.
I poach mine.
I do them scrambled
ya?
most of the
Yeah,
time.
poached.
Scrambled?
No.
Yeah.
Tiff likes scrambled, but then since she had my poached eggs, she likes the poached eggs now.
See, I like the sunny, so that way when you cut it all up and you mix it in with your hash browns, so when you're taking the egg and you're lifting it up, then it just leaves like a lot of yolk right there. That's good for the wiping. With your
I like
toast.
over easy because I'll use that for toast.
Yeah, you can do
Yeah.
that.
But most of the time I do scrambles because I put other shit in them.
You know what I haven't had in a long time was eggs Benedict where they put it inside the toast.
Yeah. It's
when
got
you-
like a muffin, piece of Canadian bacon, and they make the hollandaise sauce out of other eggs. They're like, we're going to make this egg into a sauce that we're going to put on top of this egg.
Right. That's good shit right there.
That was actually invented as a cure for hangovers. The guy that made those up, that recepe,
Oh, because
he
Benedict
was
an
looking to cure
alcoholic.
his hangover.
Well, that's anything
Mr.
with,
Benedict.
anything
Yep.
with vinegar in it. Vinegar is good for a hangover.
I don't think there's vinegar in it.
Vinegar and like salty shit is good for a hangover. For
Actually,
some
I take
reason.
Bacon is.
in the morning. I take 2 teaspoons of apple cider vinegar.
that too.
I mean, not for hangover. I just do
No,
it. 'Cause
yeah,
it's supposed to be
it's-
really good
yeah.
for you. It's supposed to clean out your kidneys and your liver.
Yep.
I use apple
I'm,
cider
I'm, I was
vinegar
I was
to clean
waiting
shit
for
around the house.
for JJ to come through with something. You know.
Yeah,
so,
it'll do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Uh-huh.
I just want to make sure because what it says on the bottle doesn't mean shit. But the apple cider vinegar is supposed to have a lot of healing aspects to it.
Yeah, you just have to be able to taste the vinegar.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the taste of vinegar.
No, it's
I really do.
I like it on stuff.
pickle juice is good for a hangover too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I used to take a shot of
Actually, that's
pickle
good.
juice with because pickle juice you
It
can
basically is vinegar.
you can let it sit on pickle juice will sit on top of what is it Kahlua.
Oh, what the hell, dude?
No.
Yeah. Get the sweet and salty.
No.
Didn't Alina try to give us a drink that was like that?
I don't know.
There was
She mixed one. It was something that was floating on
Yeah.
top, and it was just, I didn't like it.
You gotta taste.
I think it was the dill thing. She made us drink that.
What?
That was too much, man. Holy shit, man! Make my eyes water.
Anyway,
So yeah, but actually, I was watching this show. Since we're on the whole thing, because I'm gonna kind of mix in a little bit of health stuff, in this show. But Otsko, I was watching. There's a show. It's called Street Food,
Ooh.
and it's on YouTube, or not YouTube. What's the other thing? Netflix.
Uh-huh.
Okay, you have Netflix?
I
Yeah.
don't.
Okay.
I don't.
Or a relative that does.
Look.
Relative.
A friend. A friend of her relative.
Well, you could feed off of theirs. You can have
Yeah.
your own house.
Like once they log in, just don't log out.
Yeah. It's called Street Food, and man, I love street tacos. It's just bomb as hell. But there was this thing in Japan because Atsuko chimed in. She loved obviously
Street
loves
ramen.
sushi.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, we
yeah.
were talking about that last time.
Yeah, but they just have
looks
these
good.
like little. They're like on the street, and they just have they're not like a restaurant. They're right there, and they just pull like a little tarp down, and I'm surprised no one steals their shit, But it's so respectable there, And yeah, there's people waiting in line. I mean, down the block for this one lady's. She makes sushi and whatever other kind of stuff. And, she's mixing up. It's like 75 years old. She's been doing it at the same location since she was like 20, and man,
What'd she make?
I'm like all kinds of stuff, dude. But but the sushi, but it's all fresh, and she picks that stuff out, and it shows her going through the market, and she's like looking at it and smelling it. Then she would like cut a little piece off and taste it, and I'm like, wow, there's a lot to it. And she'd be like, oh no, that's not the right one, and go through all this stuff. She spends but they don't open up in the morning. They start their cooking and whatever, at like 2 p.m. And then they're like busy as hell, and they work until the gambling places and the bars let out, whatever time that is, and then they close up, but it's at night and it's all fucked up. That's funny to watch a bunch of Asian, Japanese people talk Japanese. I love it when Atsuko talks Japanese. But for when they're drunk, that's hilarious. But you guys you gotta look that up. It's because if you go to LA, you can get really good street tacos.
I could go on YouTube and look for drunken Japanese.
Yeah. I always say that to when Atsuko gets mad and she wants to cuss at me in Japanese.
Oh shit.
She'll say something like, and I just piss her off even more. But she still fucks me in the end. So, anyways, there's Tiff. Oh, hey, what's up, Christy? Christy Calloway Walsh. Hey, Christy, but you're looking forward to June 1st. Yeah, buddy. What does he say? It says marinate some chicken. Ooh, marinate chicken in the pickle juice. Ooh.
That's Chick-fil-A's secret recipe. I saw it on the internet, so it must be true.
Really? Because you know what? See, I always save that stuff when I cook in the crock pot. I'll dump like pickle juice or
Well, it's a great
the
marinade.
jalapeno juice and stuff. Beer.
Anything with vinegar is going to be a great marinade that's going to make meat more tender.
Yeah.
Like I use Italian dressing, balsamic vinegar. You could use the apple cider vinegar.
I love
Pickle
balsamic
juice.
vinegar. When you said
Yeah.
they just dip, sourdough bread in it. With the oil.
Actually, I like the oil by itself. Like
Nah.
for salad, I like a balsamic and oil together.
Yeah.
But for bread, I just like olive oil.
Oh no, you gotta have the balsamic in there.
Meh.
Just saying.
Yeah, we can watch together, Otsko. We never finished watching the show though. We always end up having sex.
Street food. He watches food and he gets horny.
I watch anything. I just, Well, it doesn't matter because she's always starting to play with me at that point, anyways.
Giggity.
I can't focus on a movie when she's there.
TMI.
What do you do? You got a good hot woman, and she just tickles me, and you're just right, and there you go.
And then the
Well,
awkward
you have
silence.
right. You have plenty of time to get those rubbers, Christy.
Rubbers.
What?
Tires for her bike.
I'm good. What the fuck?
It's rubber.
All right.
And you were going to do that. So I had bringing out some stuff because obviously when I get out there, I just like to start asking people questions, things like that, right? So I was, or if I'm in an environment and someone just comes up to me. So I had this person. I was eating. What was it? Some taquitos.
Yeah.
I love taquitos. I mean, they're deep fried and what have you, but they're so tasty. It's when you get the really hot salsa and you put it on the guacamole, and when you're dipping in, you get the guac and the salsa all in one shot. So I had this lady. She's sitting there, and she looked like she was in shape, and she's sitting there smoking a cigarette. And I had a soda also, and I very rarely drink soda. So she goes, you know what, that fried food and soda is so bad for you.
So?
And
You can't argue.
I'm looking at her. I'm like, yeah.
She's sitting there smoking his fucking.
And she's smoking a cigarette. And I'm like,
she's smoking a fag.
That's the kettle calling black or what was it? Kettle calling black.
Pot calling kettle black.
Yeah, there you go.
That reminds me of a newspaper article just like 10 years ago or something. And it showed this pregnant woman, and they're doing construction across the house from her. And she's worried that the construction noise is going to cause problems with her unborn baby. And she's sitting there smoking a goddamn cigarette.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
That was her picture in the newspaper.
Damn.
You can still find that shit on the internet.
Yeah. If you're smoking, don't tell anybody that they're unhealthy. Fuck
Well,
off.
and then I know someone who's a vegan. And
Smoking.
it's actually another instructor. And so here I'm eating, I make my beef jerky, right? So I'm sitting eating beef jerky. He's standing there having a cigarette during a break. He goes, man, you need to stop eating meat.
Cigarettes are vegan.
Guy. He's
If
all
you
like,
think about it, there's no meat in a cigarette. Maybe there should be, though.
Well, you're not gonna get cancer eating the fucking beef jerky, but you sure as hell are smoking
Actually,
your
yeah, you can.
shit.
But he says you should stop eating, beef. And then he starts going on, and I said, well, why?
Well, red
And-
meat
and-
does cause cancer.
Well, then he started talking about
Not as
that
effectively as
and
cigarettes.
this and blah blah blah. He started going off on this whole tangent, and then started preaching about the vegan and shit like that. And I'm like, and after he gets all done, I mean, we're talking now. The break's almost over, so it's a 15-minute break. So for 12 minutes, he's sitting there just like lecturing me about eating my jerky.
Hey, how do you know when somebody's a vegan? Don't worry, they'll fucking tell you.
Right, right. Actually, I think they're usually pale.
Yeah.
There's what?
They look sick.
They look pale.
They look sick.
There was a huge meta study done on different diet types. They compared meat eaters with occasional meat, like mostly vegetable, and then like vegan, the opposite end of the spectrum. And for the most part, people that are vegan actually have lower immune systems. And of course, the people that eat nothing but meat, like, had a very high mortality rate. But
Yeah, you can't just eat meat. You know, I love steak. I love chicken.
I made some asada and some Salvadorian chorizo on the grill. Shit was bomb.
Oh man, at the track, dude, Marty hooked up chicken and carne asada. Oh my god, tacos. We were sitting there grubbing up. People all around the paddock are all like sniffing, like, man, because we were upwind from everybody else, so it just blew right across the paddock, dude. They're like, you'd be like, what the hell?
Nice.
Grilling it up. Atsu's not a big meat eater too. I mean, she doesn't eat meat all the time, but she's probably like in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
That's healthy.
I gotta have, you know, I mean, I don't have to have like a huge, you know, steak, you know, with every meal, but I mean, I gotta have like something, you know, like chopped up, like when I make my meals, you know, for lunch, and there's like, you know, probably like a chicken breast, like you know, I get the chicken breasts are about this big, I cut them in half, and then that's one meal. I put that with my meal, like, you know, with some veggies and shit. And put it in a little Tupperware thing. Put it in the freezer. I make like, you know, 10 of them. Put them in the freezer, and that's what I eat throughout the week.
Nice.
Yeah. So I still get my vegetables, but I get the frozen vegetables, not the canned, because canned vegetables
canned
are
vegetables suck.
well, one, they have a lot of salt in them.
And they taste horrible.
Yeah, then not more.
They're also
preservatives and stuff.
pre-cooked. Like, the process of canning them cooks the stuff, so you get less nutrients.
And then whatever metal and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Oh, BPA too, because they line cans with plastic now.
Oh, really?
Yep. Anytime you open a can and it's like white on the inside, that's the plastic they use. So your food's now full of BPA.
So,
Tiff
It's a
always-
hormone disruptor.
Yeah, Tiff always gets the fresh shit. So
Yeah, fresh veggies you can't go wrong with.
yeah, you can't. But you know, well, then you got to make sure that it's organic, and you pay out the ass for it.
Oh yeah,
You know, I don't know, but
it's like buying weed.
Like Vince Greavy chimed in. So Vince, I mean, you know, he's a carnivore, and he's in great shape, and I think he just passed the 60-mile mark, if I'm not correct. So let us know, Vince. He looks healthy. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. And man, he likes my beef jerky. I make good beef jerky. I got to bring you guys some. Have you had my
Yeah.
beef jerky?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
I got to make another batch.
I like the turkey jerky.
Turkey jerky's good, but it's like really tough to get it cut and get it just right. You have to do it like thin.
Yeah, 'cause I don't like the extra chewy, like rubbery fucking beef jerky.
You ever had buffalo jerky?
Yeah.
That shit's bomb.
And deer. And venison jerky, yeah.
I saw some bacon jerky the other day. I was like, ooh, isn't bacon already jerky?
Pretty much.
Pretty much, right?
It's like, what's the point?
You know, but see, bacon, it's got to be, we've been on this conversation, it's got to break. It's got to be, when you bite into it, it's just got to like crunch. I don't like it when it's like a limp.
I like the softer kind. I don't like the.
Oh!
Yeah, I don't like the like overdone shit.
I like
That's
thick
like
sliced
rubber.
bacon.
Crunchy.
Usually I cook it perfect though. Actually, when it is just right, it will be crunchy.
Yeah, I like. Burnt,
I cook them on the
burnt-
grill
Burnt bacon.
over mesquite, and they
can't
come out so fucking bomb. That fire cooks them perfectly.
Yeah, it's got to be crunchy.
Yeah,
That's why I can't have bacon on my burger. Like if you go to like a burger place, you can't because they're gonna cook it and it's gonna be all limp, and then you bite into it and you pull out the piece of.
Yeah,
I don't like the paper thin sliced bacon. It's like, come on.
I'm not a big bacon fan though.
I am. It's what brought me back to eating meat from like being vegetarian for a few years. I was like,
Okay.
I need bacon.
See, Vince is 63. He looks great. He eats in moderation, but he's in good shape. And like I said, because vegans, yeah, they look sick.
Yeah.
They really do.
Some of them know how to do it right. I mean, there's some professional bodybuilders that eat vegan and they're like top class of whatever the fuck they do.
Well, you know, there's also the bodybuilders that
They
are
have
vegan, and then
supplements,
they have the supplements, but then they also juice.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
Juice.
like,
Yeah.
dude, that's like, you know,
I'm healthy, but yeah, juicing.
that's like being like someone who's like a complete churchgoer, man, but you like hookers.
What's wrong with juicing?
Oh God.
I'm not talking about apples and pears and stuff like that. I'm talking like juice, the
Like they're juicing meat.
steroids.
Oh, okay. Like because a lot of
What's
people
wrong
do
with
juice
juicing?
diets.
Roided out freaks.
Actually, no, because steroids, that's not vegan. So it'd have to be something else.
Oh my God, dude, you are fucking gonna get grubbed down when you go home, man. She's making chicken curry, dude.
Oh man.
Oh yeah.
Yum.
She makes a good one too.
Otsko makes good curry. Otsko, Tiff's making Scott curry. You have to make me some curry, honey.
I want to do
It's
chicken
so bomb.
masala.
I love it when she makes me curry.
Yeah,
Because but the only problem is I can't eat a small portion. It's just so good. I gotta have a full plate. I mean, she brings me like because she makes the steamed rice, and then she rolls it up in like these squares, right? And then you just put the whole square on the plate. Just dump that on there, dude. Oh my God, with some soy sauce. Okay, I need curry, honey.
she makes the yellow one usually.
Now I'm glad
Well,
I
that's
ate before
curry
the show.
is yellow.
No, well, they have a yellow. Then they have.
They have different colored curries.
yeah.
Curry is
Since
just
when?
a
I've
mixture of
never
spice.
seen that.
I think there's a green.
Yeah, there's a
one.
green, there's a red.
Well,
Yeah,
it's still the
green,
same
red, and
green.
yellow.
Red curry.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah.
red curry.
Is there?
Usually it gets the red for more peppers. Like the green too. A curry is always a mixture of spices.
I've never
it's not a
seen
single
a
spice.
red curry before.
Don't you ever go to Thai food?
Yeah, but it's still
Dude, you gotta
green,
try it.
yellow. You know.
No, the red curry is bomb.
Ah,
It's good.
okay. I haven't
like
been
the
to
yellow
Thai food in a
one,
minute, but
The yellow one, and I think the yellow normally has like coconut milk in it too.
Yeah.
It's
Well, most of the
amazing.
curries do.
Yeah.
At least Thai. If it's Japanese curry, I don't think. Do
No,
they
she
use?
she does the
coconut
Thai
milk?
one.
I don't know.
I think she uses coconut milk.
Otsko's
Yeah.
Japanese.
It's really good.
You can
So-
actually get a little curry paste thing at the grocery store, and you mix it with coconut milk out of a can, and just boom, instant sauce.
Yeah?
You can make Thai food super easy, and it's super delicious.
Yeah, because you're going to do it by hand. I tried it with the curry powder before. I tried, I made up some curry. It tasted really, really good, but oh my God, I must have done something a little too much of something, man, because I had the shits for
yeah.
3 days, dude, and it was green.
If you get to too spicy one, yeah, it'll fuck you. Yeah, because she made the last can she got of or jar or whatever it was of curry paste or whatever it was. It was so fucking spicy that both of us were like, "Holy shit!" It's just overwhelmingly spicy. But
And
it's
curry
good.
wasn't even. That's not even a. Like for India, that's what most curry is. People assume it.
I don't
But-
like the spicy curry Indian food. I like the Thai curry.
Isn't curry originally from China? It's like pasta. I'm correct in that, right?
It's all part of the same continent.
If you say so.
I mean, really,
Just
India and
across the
China aren't
street,
that far
right?
away. But probably, yeah, they traded a lot of stuff. But most of the time, like all the old ships, they would go to India to get their spices. And like, yeah, spices. Isn't that also where they had opium?
Vince says the India clay oven.
Oh, I know that place. That's near my work.
Is it really?
Yep. Yeah,
See,
they make,
I like
they make a
Indian
good goat curry.
Yeah, a goat. What the fuck
Goat?
is
Yeah,
goat curry.
goat meat.
Oh, okay.
No,
I thought it was like you're adding goat milk in there because goat cheese is nasty shit.
no,
It has to be done with the balsamic vinegar on a salad. It's good.
Oh no!
But you know what?
No.
goat meat.
I also no the goat
The
cheese.
goat cheese.
Oh, okay. The goat
Yeah,
cheese is
goat
fine,
meat
but
has to be in some kind of sauce
No.
that covers up the gaminess.
No, thanks.
Yeah,
But
no.
I did this
do that.
thing. I learned how to make goat cheese and beets. You steam the beets, and then you put in the goat cheese, and you just stir it in, and it just becomes this sauce, and
beets.
it makes beets taste better, and the beets make the goat cheese taste better.
Beet they just
It's-
taste
it's-
like dirt.
Yeah, but it's not when they're done this way. It's smooth and it's creamy, and it's like a fucking orgasm down your throat.
Wait a minute. I'm tapping out of that.
Cheers.
combo. Oh,
Oh
man.
my goodness! Yeah, that we could have made a right turn on
Yeah,
that one really
no,
easily.
No.
So yeah, now I'm in the mood for curry.
I got pissed now.
What did she say? She says, yeah, Oscar said Indian curry.
Oh.
Speak into the mic.
Tish said fig and goat cheese flatbread
Yes.
with
Yes.
arugula
Figs and goat cheese.
and balsamic vinegar. You're going to have some
Yep.
goat cheese, fucker.
She is absolutely correct on
He
that.
ran out the door.
He's going to try that, and he's going to like it.
Probably,
that's the
but
thing
you know
with-
what? He won't tell us that he did it,
Yeah,
though.
but with goat cheese-
Tiff will throw him under the bus.
You have to have the right recipe with goat cheese because it does have that flavor to it.
I just,
It's
you
like
know,
by itself, it's like no. Oh, farm fresh. Just like what we were talking about with eggs and sushi. If you get goat cheese fresh from the farm, it doesn't have that nasty flavor. It's really good.
I haven't had good goat cheese ever.
I found some at the farmer's market.
And I keep trying. You know, I like to eat. I love cheese, and I like to get like, when you go to Sprouts, they'll have like a little thing, and they have like cheese all cut up. You just take, you know, I could sit there and be like, oh shoot, you know, man, pour me a glass of wine and cut up some bread. I'm gonna sit here for a minute.
I had some fettuccine earlier before coming to the show, and I have this little cup of Parmesan, Romano, and Asiago cheese all blended together.
Oh, I love
and it's shaved into little pieces. It's basically like as soon as I open it up, they're like chips. I just start eating them.
Yeah,
They're so good.
Asiago cheese is really good in place of Parmesan.
I mix it with them.
Instead of the grated Parmesan, put Asiago cheese on. Oh my God.
It's good by itself. It melts nice. But like when I first discovered it, I was mixing it with Parmesan and Romano, and I loved that triage so much. And now they make them together. So I'm like, yeah, I died and went to heaven.
See, we still need to get a food show together. I'm just saying, we got to do a food show and just have people come in
Yeah.
and make.
Well, I
us
remember that
stuff.
one time I was talking about making a vegan ceviche, and you said you would try some. So I want to do that for one of the things. It's super easy.
Okay, well,
It's
let's
cauliflower,
kick it off with
broccoli,
that.
lime juice, and then just like the cilantro, tomato, and onion.
Well, because we already know that we get the bomb.
Tamales?
No. What do the girls bring? Alina just had them.
Are you talking about the ones Rowena makes?
Yeah. What the? I can't believe I can't think of the freaking name.
Well, now I can't either.
Lumpia.
Yes.
Oh, see, yeah, that is just. Oh my god. The girls, Jackie and Jesse, and the way to make that stuff so bomb. And then they went and seen Alina. They went shopping at her store and brought her some lumpia.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we didn't get it. And I was all like jealous.
They probably like gave her extra to bring into the show for us, and she ate it all.
I'll bet you.
Yeah.
Lena, you're busted. Yep.
I did that once. A friend of ours, like, she made tamales and she brought them over, and me and my friend were sitting outside and we were already drinking. And I didn't realize we were supposed to have been sharing those with my roommate, but we ate them all.
Oh, did you put tamales in front of my? Oh, dude.
Oh, man, they were gone.
That's another thing. I went. This is when me and my buddy Vince were roommates, and I stopped by. There's this place in South Central, and this little 3 little old ladies, right? You guys ever watch someone open a bottle like that? Boom.
It's a twist off. What's the big deal?
Yeah, but most people can't do that. Boom.
Oh,
You didn't see me to do that?
I've never tried it that way.
What's that?
It seems like it would
You open
work
up
just
like this,
fine.
boom.
Just a thumb and a
Instead of-
finger.
Yeah, thumb and a finger. Psh.
And
I watched the guy do that at the dock, and I was like so amazed. I couldn't do it for years, but I got to the point where I jerked off more, and then it actually worked. After that.
Now you like twist the tip a little bit to
Yeah,
like turn it around
right.
and look at you or something.
that's that's more TMI.
See, now I forgot where.
It's like, it's got eyes on that side.
Oh, shit.
He starts talking to you. Hey, Zig, what's up?
How's it going, Zig?
with the Mr. Ed voice.
Jesus.
Oh my God, that's funny. There's a cartoon. I can't think what it is. It's on Netflix, and it's about about kids going through puberty, man, and it's funny because they have like the little
Oh, I've seen that. There's like a little monster for everything. There's a
Yes.
masturbation monster.
dude, that show is absolutely fucking hilarious.
I can't remember what it's called.
But yeah, it's great though because the chick has her monster. Like the chicks all have their monsters and yeah, it's pretty good. I like it.
Then there's this whole like hierarchy. The monsters come from this realm where they all work in an office to like get people to masturbate or something.
Or have sex and
Yeah.
like then that one kid's always humping his pillow and his pillow's like talks to him and
Hell yeah.
Jesus.
dude, I mean stuff has gotten so far out of hand. I think the Simpsons actually kind of started that whole thing.
Yeah.
They started pushing the envelope, and then came Family Guy,
Yep.
and you know Family Guy it didn't get good
South
ratings
Park,
when it
too.
first came. In South Park too,
They
yeah.
actually canceled Family Guy. Like,
Yeah, it wasn't getting
1.5
good
years
ratings.
into it.
Yeah.
And then like several years later, everybody was watching it on the internet. They're like, "Hey, why is everybody downloading
Well,
our
no,
shows?"
what they did is because they made like you can buy the shows on DVD.
Nah, people were jacking that
warehouse.
shit for free.
Yeah.
I was buying that stuff. And then, yeah,
BitTorrent.
they brought it back and it just blew up.
Well, they have the Cleveland show now too. That one's pretty funny.
Cleveland sucked though.
That one's pretty fucking funny.
I think the first couple of seasons were all right, but it kind of got old.
Oh, that's I think because they canceled that one.
Yeah,
but,
they brought
you
him
know,
back to the Family Guy show.
Yeah, but I think that the racial sensitive people. I mean, because the Family Guy pushes every single envelope.
Oh yeah,
Just deal with it. Jeez.
Giggity,
It's
yeah.
for shits
Quagmire.
and giggles. Come on.
right?
Like people are too sensitive.
No, we're not complaining about it. We like it.
No,
but
I'm just saying.
everything gets like really more rude. You know what I mean? Like comedians do.
Uh
Our show does.
Yeah.
huh. Yep.
We just don't give a fuck. You know, and it's just that's what happens. If you don't like it, you can tune out.
Yeah, but we don't have the regulations they do. Like they have to actually go through censors. I saw, what's his name, Seth MacFarlane talking about that because they are always trying to push the envelope, but they have like really good relationships with the censors, so they can just like go back and forth and say, well, if this doesn't work, what would? So they always find like some sort of side joke to like get the point across.
True.
And it doesn't really matter if you censor it at all anyway, because we
Stupid
know what it
FCC.
is.
Damn
Well,
FCC.
now I mean, because the Family Guy, they're just direct.
Yeah.
Before it was like innuendos.
Oh, actually,
I
when
mean,
they
there was innuendos in Bugs Bunny for God's sake.
Oh, those are hilarious.
when they got canceled, it was because of an episode where he wanted a Jew to do his accounting, and that's what got him canceled. And like once they were back on and they played that, I'm like, really? That's what people were offended over?
Oy vey.
Oh,
Like
see,
vote.
and Christy says she still owes me a cauliflower pizza. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah. I've been buying the frozen cauliflower pizzas, and they're good. Cauliflower.
You know what I found? I'll check this out, Christy. I found cauliflower tater tots.
Ooh, weird. I've heard of cauliflower mashed potatoes.
Well, my thing is the consistency because I mean cauliflower. I've been making like the cauliflower mashed potatoes. Oh man, to die for. I haven't had potatoes in months.
I'm willing to try this.
But tater tots, I'm like going, holy shit, made out of cauliflower.
That would be good.
Where do
Because
you
I
find
fucking
them,
love tater tots. I put them
Right?
in burritos and shit.
Where do you find them though?
Bean and cheese
At
burritos.
Tater Brothers in the frozen
All right.
department.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to look.
And they've got cauliflower rice,
Oh, this is an abomination.
right?
Well, they have the one of the breweries down in Temecula. They have a cauliflower pizza crust.
Yeah, that's what Christy was saying. But
It's
she
pretty good.
Yeah.
But cauliflower rice? No. No.
Well, see,
now
I-
you've gone too far.
Well, I haven't tried it yet. My buddy Vince told me about it. He said, look for some cauliflower rice. He goes, it's just like rice. But
Or you could just
I
eat
haven't done it.
cauliflower.
I like cauliflower. But,
But
just kinda
cauliflower in that
changing it up.
ceviche dish that I make, it actually is really, really good. You won't know it's broccoli and cauliflower, except I just told you.
See, unless it's like I've been making the mashed cauliflower, I like cauliflower raw. But the
Yeah.
only problem is that you have to dip it in, ranch.
Yeah.
Well, that's what the lime
and
juice
blue
is for.
cheese. No, okay, it's got to be dipped in blue cheese and or
Well,
ranch.
throw some of that shit on your ceviche.
Yeah, but see, the whole thing is I'm not supposed to be having like blue cheese and ranch.
Put some Valentinas on it then.
right?
Some what?
Valentinas?
What's that?
Red sauce?
Oh.
Chile
say so.
picante?
Oh, okay.
Oh, and I just want to let you know that you're going to be eating fig and goat cheese flatbread with arugula and balsamic vinegar.
Jesus Christ, that's
me?
some fucking
You are.
bombest ass shit there.
And see, and then and we just said that you're probably going to like it, but you won't.
No, I've had it with her before.
Oh, you have?
Oh, yeah, no, she loves that.
Okay, so you have had goat cheese then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good
You
with
said
that.
you're like, wow.
No, I said the meat.
Oh,
Goat meat.
Yeah.
Goat
okay.
cheese is fine, but goat meat, no.
it's just meat.
Well, it's more on the gamey side. Like out of most of the meats I've ever had, it's probably the gamiest.
I've had squirrel.
I had rabbit. I've never had squirrel, but rabbit was good.
Rabbit's really good.
Rabbit I could do, but not squirrel.
Venison will always be my favorite, though.
Cannot do squirrel. Ugh.
I would try squirrel.
No.
I want to go to Peru where they eat the fucking little,
I got the squirrel.
what are they? Some kind of big ass rodent. Fuck. Now I
Possum?
can't remember what it's
Possum?
called. No,
I got
they're
possum
weird
and
looking things.
squirrel.
Wombat.
Yeah.
They're big,
No.
big and meaty.
Oh, don't they put it on like a stick or something like that?
Oh, that's the guinea pigs.
Oh, fuck.
They
that.
cook
Guinea
those.
pigs? What the hell's wrong with people?
Hey, it's the same as a
Cooking-
squirrel.
No.
It's like
It's just
they
meat,
live
right?
naturally there everywhere.
Come
It's a meat source.
I don't think that you can put any type of meat in front of me that I could not eat. I mean, literally, like squirrel, possum. You know, I would try
Have
it
you,
at
have you
least
had
once.
alligator?
Yes,
Oh,
it's
alligator's good.
Alligator is good.
It's very
I've had
good.
that.
Little fried alligator pieces.
But I mean, I would be down to try anything. Horse?
They eat horse in Germany.
Ugh.
Do they really?
Yeah,
I don't know about a horse. No, that's
that's what my ex
dog
told
food.
me.
Dog food.
And gum.
Gelatinous.
And gum. I never knew that they made. When someone told me that, they say, "Oh yeah, they make gum out of horse hooves. That's where they get some of the
What?
Now
texture
there's
stuff."
gelatin, like the stuff they use for marshmallows and Jello. And it's not just horse; it's all the spare parts of all the animals.
Yeah. Did you know that,
The
dude?
spare parts of the spare parts.
Did you know-
Yeah, they just like render everything down in this gelatinous ooze forms, and then boom, you got
Yeah.
marshmallows. Add sugar, whip it up.
When's the last time you had a piece of gum?
Well,
Actually, I thought gum was made from
all
the
all
bark.
the time. But
Okay, well there you go. You're chewing on a hoof.
no, I doubt it. I think you're
I'm
full of shit.
serious.
Gum used to be made from the actual bark of a tree, but
Yeah.
like now they produce so much of it, I don't think it's all coming from the tree.
No.
The Chiquita tree. Remember that gum? There's little
Doubt
packs of
horse
miniature
hoof.
gum pieces, and it was called Chiquita.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that means you're old.
Right?
I haven't seen those on the market in years.
chiclets?
Neither have I.
Yeah, chiclets.
Chiclets. Not chiquitas. Chiclets.
Chiclets.
Yeah.
Oscar says her mom used to eat grasshopper. I've actually ate grasshopper.
would try
I've
grasshopper.
been into it. It was good. Well, it was they deep fried. So it was basically it was crunchy. It actually tasted really good. They had garlic all over it.
I seen a
And
show
salt.
where they were doing like weird food around the world, and in Louisiana, they were doing like Cajun stuff with grasshopper.
Well, that and like
and
cricket.
they got big ones too.
Crickets.
I've
too.
had cricket.
Okay, well,
They're crunchy.
speaking of crickets, the show you were talking about doing, did you read what I had said? Who wanted to come on the show?
No.
Well, I want to get Bill back on from California Stories with that one. And there's another lady that owns this Mexican restaurant that's really good, but she wants to bring in some, not tequila, but the...
They also do the mealworms.
What's the other...
I've had that. Yeah.
The smoky one? Not tequila, but...
Añejo?
No, there's not tequila, but...
Mezcal?
Mezcal. She wants to bring mezcal in and do the... she serves it with worm salt and the mealworm salt and the crickets you eat with it.
I'm down.
I'm down.
Okay. All right.
I'm down with that.
She's Oaxacan.
I've had crickets. They're crunchy.
No,
But
but
Tell,
again, 'cause
tell her,
what's
can
the-
she make tlayudas? She'll know what it is.
what... You'll have to remind me of that shit. I don't
Well,
know
it's
what the
the
hell
same
that
thing like escargot. I mean,
Oh, God.
No, a tlayuda
It's
is
just very
it's
garlicky.
kind of like a pizza taco. It's a big oval shaped corn tortilla, and they just mush it with beans and stuff like that, and some chilies and
she's the-
veggies,
she's
and
the
Oaxacan
chef.
string cheese, and then they cook it on this big wok like thing.
Yeah.
And or you can cook it straight on the grill. and then just put like cilantro, onions, whatever else you want on it.
No,
And they're super delicious.
yeah, no,
Oh, you ate a cricket?
yeah.
I've eaten crickets.
No, I took the mezcal shot, and you have a little bit of worm salt with it, and then you eat a cricket afterwards, like a
Worm
dried
salt.
cricket, whatever. It's not bad.
They roast the worms with chilies and salt, and then they just grind it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, you can't tell. It's just like salt.
Yeah.
You can't tell it's whatever worms or whatever.
Salt with protein in it.
Yeah, pretty much. Probably healthier than regular salt.
Right?
Yeah.
Well, actually, mealworms are like, they have a lot of protein in them.
Yeah, but not when you cook it all away.
No. I ate one raw.
Ew.
I had a lizard at one time, and my buddy said, "Hey, I dare to eat one of those mealworms." And
And of
I'm
course
like,
he did it
well,
because
yeah,
he was dared.
we were all sitting there all drinking and stuff. I'm like, okay. He goes, yeah, but you got to chew it. So all right, I come out.
Hey, what happened to those jelly beans?
Oh, I'm saving them for when Mendenhall gets here.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, we got Mendenhall experiments coming in on May 20th. They were supposed to be here today, but they wrapped up with their tour, and it's been hectic. They probably need a break and just need to catch up on some sleep.
Yeah, they've been touring a lot.
Yeah, they've been all back east, all across the United States. But last time I was looking at a deal, they were performing at a place in New York.
Oh, hell yeah.
So, but they're here on May 20th, and actually Scott was here. I was confirming with him on my Facebook page. So we're golden. They're inked in, and we're gonna pump the shit out of that one, dude. I really like Mendenhall Experiment. They're a great band.
Yeah. They're fun, too.
Yeah, I've seen them. We've seen them like.
A couple of times at least.
Oh no, I've seen them at least. Let me see. I've seen them at MTL 3 times, and then where else did we see? Where we seen them? Didn't we see them at?
They're somewhere else.
Was
I
it
can't
the
remember.
Glass House? No.
No, because I wasn't there at that one.
Well, I saw them. I was there with you guys one time when they were at MTL, and then
Yeah, I remember
I-
seeing them at least a couple times.
But then
in
I saw
MTL.
them at a private party when my buddies, when Tato's band was playing. They opened up for Tato's band, Safety Orange, at a private party, and that's when I talked to them, and then they came on the show.
Oh, okay. I can't think of the club, but anyways, yeah, great band.
Oh, they're cool guys too.
Yeah. Let me see. There was another one I wanted to bring up. So
Zig
Pharma.
has notes.
I do. I just note this shit down because I have to have something to fall back on in case someone cancels out. And I mean, and Mendenhall canceled out yesterday or Saturday, so there's nothing we can do. But I understand. When you're a touring band, dude, that's in as much as they've been going. It's and you get tired. Plus, we want to do a lot of promotion on it too. But like pharma, so I mean, I take CBD oil. I
Yep.
love CBD oil. You
I should take some.
So does well. I
It's
can't
so
really
good
say.
for you.
Yeah, it does a lot of cool shit. But it doesn't get you high.
No, it's just
No,
beneficial. But
that's what bong hits are for.
blowing up.
Yep.
That shit's blown up everywhere now. I think there's someone that's starting to make like food with it too. Like
There's
in the
CBD
Oh, yeah.
skincare products.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all over the place now. But now I'm hoping it's get to the point where now it's going to get a lot cheaper because I mean I pay, I get it through Chirp House, so I can't say what I pay because I get a special,
Well, it depends.
Brandon hooks me up,
When it
but
starts going cheaper though, you're probably not getting the better product of it. You're probably getting the shit.
no, you're still
Well,
gonna get the
they
same
say like
thing,
how
just that
strong it
there's-
is.
Yeah,
They
the
have
percentage.
varying degrees. Like some of them in a little bottle, it's like 1,500 milligrams. Some is just a couple hundred.
Yeah,
They
so-
actually make it for pets, where it's like the more dilute version.
Oh yeah, no.
I use Chirp House, and Chirp House.
Yeah,
is
because
good
they
stuff.
use the natural terpenols.
Yeah.
yeah, we saw pet treats that had CBD oil in it now.
Yeah.
It was at Lemon Festival. Someone was selling it. I was like, fucking CBD
Well,
pet treats.
Well, see, Dina, the boy's mom, she had one of her dogs, Paris, suffer from seizures.
Yeah.
And I kept telling her, dude, give her CBD oil. But, she's like, oh, I don't want to do that. It's like, no, it actually really, really
Yeah,
works.
But you gotta talk to like their vet to somehow because the dosage is different for a pet than it is for a human.
Yeah. But I mean, you can you can get it 4 pats.
Yeah.
But and it works. I haven't had a seizure, and I've been taking it. Just saying, I'm not dead yet. I just take it just for the health purposes. Preventative. You know what I mean? Because it attacks cancer cells. It's been proven that. So I ain't got cancer yet.
There you go.
Right? But I am going in for my 50 plus. I got to get in and get my physical done.
I do physicals every other year for work.
I'm actually looking forward to it. I just want to know. I have no idea what my blood type is.
I don't either. I mean, mine.
You know what?
Of course, I wouldn't know what yours is.
Oh God, I know. We were just talking about that because my when I went in to see my grandson just was born on last Wednesday, and we were talking about. My mom was telling me it was I think A negative or something like that.
Yeah.
I know it's negative something, but I didn't know. I had no idea.
Oh my God! Atsuko says she used to eat raw horse meat in Japan.
Ooh, raw.
Dude,
no.
Dude, Japanese people eat a lot of shit raw, dude. I mean, I'm
Did
telling
they
you.
use vinegar or
majority.
anything like that? Like I've had carpaccio, which is beef served raw.
Oh,
but it's actually
no.
cooked with vinegar.
No,
It's like marinated in vinegar. Oh, dude, it's super,
No, I did try.
super good.
We did try that. It was me and Tiff had it somewhere. I forget where the hell it was.
It
But
was
yeah.
so freaking soft. It just melted in your mouth, and the
Yeah,
taste
but
was
no,
just
you
so
can't eat raw
awesome.
meat.
It was
man.
really weird.
Yeah, you can.
It was
Well,
really weird.
if you use lime juice or vinegar, it chemically cooks the meat. So it's not like toughening the meat like fire does.
No, but
But
you're
it-
talking about salmonella, dude.
Yeah,
No, it
was-
kills that stuff. Vinegar, that's the same reason you're taking 2 spoons of vinegar, because it helps kill off bad bacteria. So it sterilizes the meat and it cooks it just enough where it's still raw, but you can eat it.
Yeah, I think
Really?
I think it was
Uh-huh.
one of the wineries we went to that they had that stuff, and we tried it, and I was like, "It's okay, but it's just weird." Like
I had
I'm
it-
thinking I'm eating raw meat. Like it was,
It was like this wine bar I found in Vegas, and they just had this cool ass menu, like a tapas menu, where you order a bunch of different stuff. And that was one of the things, and it just like it amazed me how good it was. I was vegetarian at the time, and I'm like, okay, I'll fucking convert anytime for this shit.
It was horse meat, huh?
No, it was beef.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
But that's why I was asking, like, is the horse meat done that way, where it's like soaked in something?
Although I do like, I mean, when I get a
Because if
steak,
it's straight off the horse, it's gonna probably be nasty.
well, when I get a steak, I want it medium rare. I want 5 minutes on each side. Boom, call it a day. Set that thing
Yeah.
aside, and then while everything else, while you're preparing the rest of the meal, and then you put it on the plate, and then we're good to go. And that's how I cook it too. You're supposed to let it sit.
Yeah.
After you sear, and then you put it aside, and you let it sit, and it's still kind of
You see, like some of the juices coming out of it.
yes.
yeah, just no blood though.
No,
can't have
it's
it
actually
bloody.
not blood.
Well, no, when it's bloody looking, yeah, no, I can't. If it's just juicy like pink, that's fine, but not red.
Yeah, if it's like cooked medium, it's just going to be more pinkish.
Yeah.
She said with soy sauce and wasabi.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Ugh,
Yeah, but soy sauce is not cooking that shit.
no.
Soy sauce is vinegar based. It's really, really salty.
Actually, I was watching this thing, and they had it was like octopus or something like that, and it was still alive.
Oh yeah, where it's all moving and stuff.
Yeah,
I've seen that.
I'm like, oh my goodness.
It fucks with me. I'm like, ah. But I think it's killed. It just like that's the
nerves.
muscle reflex.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we were down in San Diego at that bar, they were making these Bloody Marys, but then it had this little octopus thing in it,
Oh hell no.
and you're supposed to eat it. And
Oh yeah, I mean I like calamari as long as it's not raw.
Was it moving?
no, it's
Oh,
dead.
okay.
But still, look at that thing. It's all chewy and like rubbery.
Yeah,
like
calamari. I love calamari.
Yeah.
I-
For me, it's got to be chopped up in
That's
little pieces.
that's cooked.
cooked and fried. That's one thing, but raw looking like that, that's fucking disgusting.
Well, it's because you don't have it doesn't have the batter on the outside. That's the thing.
I like it in cocktails.
well, that's what it was. It was in a Bloody Mary.
No, I mean like the actual like Mexican food that's a cocktail. You could also add vodka to it.
Oh, look at this thing. No.
It looks like it puked.
The head just like deflated.
It's like, "Bleh."
Yeah, it just went. "Bleh." That's fucking gross.
And so, you guys didn't eat it?
No,
Why'd you get it then?
no, we didn't know it was in there.
Oh,
No, but we went with the two of our friends down there, and our friend Holly, she ordered a Bloody Mary because they had them on special, and they were good. But then it had that thing in it, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? Is that an octopus or squid or whatever?"
Did they
the fuck
eat
is?"
it?
No.
So none of
That's
you
why
ate
it was.
it?
That's why it was sitting in the shot glass.
See, I would have been sitting there going, Frank, put that on my plate. Give me a,
I'd have been at least trying to bite off the legs or tentacles.
I love
Legs.
calamari. That is some good bomb
But man,
shit.
that shit gets chewy though. I like it when it's fried.
Well,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. If it's cooked right
Yeah,
and it's
deep
not
fried.
too chewy,
Yeah.
I can deal with that too. But it's like,
But like in stir fry, when there's these big old chunks and they try to like cut it crosswise to like tenderize it, but it really doesn't tenderize it at all. You sit there and chew on it like one piece for 10 minutes. It's like,
Hell no.
fuck this.
Yeah, see, Chrissy says she likes her steak still crawling. Yeah, when I cut on the moo,
I like it medium rare. That's my favorite. Rare to medium rare.
I just like medium.
medium rare.
Anything more than medium, that's the thing. Medium is really
I'm saying
tricky.
5
if
minutes
you,
on each
if you
side.
do it too much and it's past medium, then you fucked yourself
you
over.
screwed it up. You took the flavor out, and then,
Yeah.
then the very middle gets a little too chewy.
That's why people hit up the A1.
yeah.
That's the only people that like to put shit on their steaks are the ones that like it well done.
Yes.
They're the same kids that put ketchup on their steaks too.
Dude, my roommate, man, he made sure his shit was like almost burnt. I'm like, oh,
No,
God,
that's
you're
disgusting.
fucking that steak up, dude.
Only if it's a really, really hot fire and you're searing the edges. So
No,
like,
he
it's like
cooked
less
rubber
than
shit.
5 minutes per side. Just like really hot flame and just torch it.
No.
That's when you do a good rub. It's good for that too.
No, he would take his steak. You could actually hold it up, and it's just straight.
Ah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Once
He
I
took
did
all
a
the flavor out of it.
I did a coffee rub. We took coffee grounds and salt and pepper and rubbed that on the steak and cooked it high temperature. It actually fell off on the grill.
I would.
And it was amazing. It tasted so
Coffee?
good. Yeah.
Coffee.
It didn't
doesn't
taste like
sound
coffee at all.
That doesn't sound good at all.
It just gave it more of that seared flavor, and then it was still rare on the inside, or medium rare.
Oh, no, I'm not into eating coffee grounds. I can't stand these.
They all burnt off. There wasn't even anything left on it once the steak was done.
Yeah?
Yep.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, so back to the farming thing. What they want to do is they want to start manufacturing all this whole CBD stuff, and they want to take over the market. Which kind of like what Walmart did. Walmart started going into these towns, and all the little mom and pop shops started going out of business.
They actually learned to make a genetically modified yeast that they can now use to make CBD. So that's going to turn the whole industry upside down, because now you can engineer this little organism, the same shit that you use to make yogurt and shit like that. And you can make CBD oil, like really high potency stuff, and manufacture a lot of it.
But with yeast?
Yeah. Like the same shit in your beer.
I saved a thing. There was how to make CBD oil, and since my bass player, he grows, have him save me all the stuff that he doesn't use once he trims his plants, and then I'm gonna make my own.
There you go.
It's really actually pretty easy.
I know
to
some
do.
guys that process it down into like the oils, like for the pins and stuff. To not a CBD oil, but a THC oil.
Yeah, but it's
But not all weed has a lot of CBD. Like the stuff that I got at the organic place, it was like 0% CBD. It's all THC. But it's
But that's the shit that gets you high.
it's a sativa. I
Fuck
think.
that. Not about that.
Yeah, that stuff will knock you out. It just
well,
puts
I
me
don't-
to sleep.
Yeah.
I thought it was indica was the sleeper one. Or do I have it backwards?
Anything. I can't
Anything like
smoke
that to me, it
anything,
puts me
do
right to
anything.
sleep.
No, it just
It's
puts me to sleep.
like my buddy Jamama. He drinks a monster, he'll go to sleep. It affects him totally differently.
Yeah.
I couldn't do it. Give me a monster, and I'm like buzzed out. But I don't.
Usually
drink
those
They're way
things
too
don't
much
affect
sugar.
me much.
No? Oh
No.
man, way too much sugar.
I'm very
and all that
tolerant to
shit.
caffeine. Actually, I found out recently I make yerba mate tea, and I thought it was low caffeine. It's actually not. It's almost as much as coffee. Oh well.
Tea is actually got green tea.
Yerba mate tea. It's higher in antioxidants and all the good shit than green tea.
Well, green tea's got a lot of caffeine in it.
Yeah. It depends which kind of green tea. If you get gunpowder, that's one of the higher ones.
Oh, try that.
But
Thai
this is
tea.
higher on the chart than that green tea.
Try the Thai tea.
Yeah. Oh, oolong tea is also really high in caffeine. It's a Chinese one. It's really tasty too. Very high in antioxidants too. If you're talking about healthy stuff, teas are a great way to get good nutrients. And
Right.
mate has electrolytes too. So I drink this shit during the daytime. I'm like, fuck water. I don't need that shit.
Yeah, you just
got
it's
water
still
in it.
water. Yeah, it's still water. You're just getting the tea.
Now
So
I'm
it's still
thirsty.
water. But yeah, so I heard the whole thing that farm, and then they're just going to take over the industry. It's like, dude, really? They were the ones that were sitting there like going, "Oh no, you can't," actually doing the paying like politicians and stuff to make sure they can't, to keeping everything illegal.
Mm-hmm.
So that way, they can still use you as guinea pigs. Because I mean, look at all the side of it. There's more people die
Well,
from,
right
from
now we're-
pharmaceutical drugs
Yeah.
than anything.
Yeah. But
Than
right now we're basically the guinea
anything.
pigs of CBD because allowing pot to be legal now opened up this whole avenue of using it for medical studies that people just couldn't do back then because people would lose licenses for it if it's something that's illegal.
Yeah,
So
but-
they couldn't study CBD.
Well, they did.
It was really
That's the whole thing.
systematic,
People
yeah.
still did, and that's how you now that it's legal. Now people are like going, okay, well here's what we've done in the testing when it was illegal.
Yup.
So
Just-
I mean, people are doing that.
As,
shit.
as long as you got private funding and stuff like that, you can get away with
well,
some
see,
shit.
and Big Pharma did the same thing. They were doing testing on that.
Oh yeah.
And they knew it, but they're like going, well, shoot, then we can't. If we release this, you can have people that grow plants in the backyard and just make it themselves. So we can't make it. It's got to be bad for you.
I
So
think
we're
you'd
just going
have
to keep on manufacturing drugs.
You'd have to grow
That
an
will have
awful
us-
lot though. To make enough, like just to have like one jar of that super potent CBD oil, you'd probably have to have a fairly decent sized field that you process.
No, it doesn't take that much, dude. It doesn't take. I have a video. I'll share it with you. It doesn't take that much. I mean, I think to make like a little like was it like 60 milligrams,
Uh-huh.
right? 70 milligrams. I think it's the bottles I get from Terp House. I mean, it was like I don't know, like a couple ounces a pot, of like the leaf and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So it's not that much.
But 60 or 70, that's like not a very potent one. Because some of them are 1,500
I'm just saying-
milligrams. Oh, like a little 1 ounce bottle?
yeah,
Little
I'm
dropper
talking about
size
the
bottle?
weight.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the amount.
Okay.
So it's only a couple ounces. So it's not, and then they're not using like the bud part. It's all the leaves. So all the stuff that they would end up throwing out anyway.
Yeah, because you don't want the stuff with the THC in it. Because that's for smoking.
Right. That's what bong hits are
Actually,
for.
a friend of mine was showing me, like he was drying out a bud, and he would spray it with water, and then leave it in a jar to dry out, and that would actually make more THC crystals form, like as it's slowly drying out. It's just the THC comes out to the surface. I was like, I did not know that.
Little secrets.
Yeah.
We actually pulled up the plant we had in the backyard that my roommate left when he moved to Oregon. He's like going out, and it was just a little plant, and it was just leaves. And like 4 months later, I took a picture. The thing's all budded out,
Oh, sweet.
but it was already budded out, and it was only this big. And so I asked my baby. I said, "Hey, dude, you know what?" I said, "We got this plant. It's all budded out. I mean, how long? But it doesn't seem it's any bigger." He goes, "Oh no, it matured too soon." He goes, they're actually supposed to be leaves until they get like big, and then you do this process of turning them into bud.
I think he clipped the
them to
tops of them or
bud.
something like that to make it bud.
Yeah, but if he says, yeah, if it's already budded and it's only this big, he said it ain't gonna get any bigger. So we
Oh.
pulled it up and hung it upside down.
Nice.
Yeah, can't wait to smoke some of that.
I met
That's
this
some nice
friend. He
buds.
was doing that with a plant that he grew, and he was drinking like a hot tea or something. So he grabbed some of the leaves and just like sprinkled it into the tea, and then he was getting high from that.
Yeah,
I was like, "Well, what did you think?"
could. I remember we years ago we were sitting there making pot brownies. When I was in Tiger Bay, our manager was making pot brownies. So me and the bass player Louie, we were sitting there sifting the leaves. So we had to sit there and grind the leaves up and so we would take all the leaves, but in the pan was all the.
Are you putting the leaves in the brownie?
Well, no, we had to we had to, like a little churn thing. So it took the leaf and it kind of broke it up. You know what I mean? But once you took the leaves and you put those in what was left was all the like the resin and stuff on the leaves and the crystals and stuff. So me and him were sitting there, dude. We're like, oh shit! Well,
Oh, that's like keef.
yeah. It's like, dude, let's smoke this. So me and him sat there, dude, to like 4 rips each. Dude, we got so fucking lit. We're like, I was sitting there. It's like one of those things where we're sitting there. Yeah, we're having a conversation. All of a sudden,
You want to know what the trick is?
whoa.
You put all that stuff in butter and you cook it on low temperature. You just melt the butter and cook that, and all the THC is soluble in fat, so it goes into the butter. So then you strain that, so then you don't get a leafy taste in brownie. You put it in the butter, and then you can make anything with it.
It's too much goddamn work.
That's true. That's why I smoke.
I like pop brownies.
But the first time I ever had pot brownies, they were done that way. It's just like where I grew up in Virginia, people would grow homegrown, and it was shit, like super. I mean, you have to smoke a lot just barely for a little buzz. So they would just use those leaves to make brownies, and then it just tasted like shit and still didn't get you high. But nowadays, you can go to the store and get you can get a brownie that'll put your dick in the dirt.
Oh, Killer Chris says indica is the one that puts you on the couch.
Okay, yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Any of them put me on the couch. I can't smoke
Well,
that
remember like back in the day when you got like Buddha Thai, Thai stick?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
I saw a
that
little
was
video
so
of that being
good.
made. I was like, holy shit, no wonder that's so strong. Because they rolled that in like some sort of hash oil and then some other stuff. And it's just like soaked in all this juicy goodness.
And and they tie it up and they just hang it up. Oh my God. I get so stoned on that stuff. It made me laugh. Everything was fun. We'd just sit there out on the curb all night, just dying laughing. And then what was the other one? Opiated
Hashish?
Thai.
Ooh.
Woo, that shit.
Damn. I bet you that gets you high as fuck. I've never had that.
One hit quit. Yeah, you was like you were on space dust.
Nice.
That was good bud then. But it's really good shit now.
Now it's like they have moonstones.
And then they've come all
That's
these
little
names.
buds that are dipped in a hash oil and then rolled in keef. The same stuff you were just talking about smoking, that little fine powder and crystals and everything. So after soaking the buds in actually it's not oil, it's the Gorilla Glue, the really sticky stuff. And then they roll it in keef, and it's just like that shit gets you high as fuck.
Fucking burnouts. I can't do it. All it does is burn me out. Like,
Well, see, I can't do it for recreational purposes. I can't. I can only do it till I go to sleep. If we're sitting around, a campfire or something like that.
I thought
blah,
that's
blah,
what the
blah.
CBD was for.
And then I sit there. No, the CBD oil
'Cause
is just
that-
for
I could
wellness.
sleep.
That
just
doesn't help
fine.
you sleep?
No,
I can
Oh.
sleep just fine.
I actually take it in the morning.
I have a friend of mine, and she's actually given herself cancer treatment, and she's using CBD THC mixtures.
Mm-hmm.
It's very effective.
Is
Yeah,
it?
for sure.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely correct.
Yeah, she didn't even smoke, so she had to get used to it. Because she's seeing a doctor, overseeing that, and she was doing CBD at first, but they actually had to, step it up and put THC to make it more effective.
Yeah, no,
Interesting.
I can't be functional just around. Like if we're sitting at a party and then someone's passing a doobie around, I can't take a hit and then be functional the
It
rest
just
of the
makes
night.
you paranoid.
I
I just want to be like, no, I just want to go to sleep. I'm like, oh, okay. I'm
For
ready to
me,
go
I'm
home.
fine. It's probably the opposite effect for me, just like an energy drink or something like that. Like most people go to sleep on weed, but for me, no.
Ugh, no, I'm good.
But I don't want to touch wax or any of that strong shit, or even
no.
really, really strong
Well,
edibles.
you did.
Uh-huh.
You did.
Well, that's why I don't, because I did. That shit was strong.
That was so funny because JJ was stuck on complete stupid the entire show.
Everybody was just talking the whole time. I'm just gonna sit here. No, I just laughed at their jokes.
Yeah, he was just laughing. He had a big smile on his face. I'll just.
I couldn't get a word in anyway. I was like, fuck it. I'm just gonna be quiet.
That's funny.
Because I still remember Chuck's comment. He is because and you watch the video. Chuck keeps looking at him. He's like, oh, He's looking at him again, and he goes, "Hey, man, you're fucked up, ain't you?"
And I was just laughing at him. I was like, yeah.
Oh my goodness. Christy asked, coconut water.
Coconut water is
What
good.
does Vijay think about coconut water?
Another
actually-
good source of electrolytes.
I like
Tiff
coconut
drinks
water.
That. Tiff drinks that as well.
Do you
You
like
know-
it with the pulp or without?
You know
Without.
what? You know what they have? They
Without.
have one of those coconut. What's the cactus?
Oh,
Aloe vera?
Yeah,
Yeah.
coconut aloe vera water. Oh my god,
I love
that
the
is
aloe
so
vera
bomb.
drinks, but I haven't
Yes.
had the coconut one.
No pulp
good.
either. Yeah, I can't stand the
Oh,
aloe vera.
I
with
love the pulp in both of those.
Ugh.
See, that's why I like Mounds. You know, Mounds fucking candy bars. Dude.
Yeah,
Oh, I
coconut.
love to chew coconut. There was
Actually,
a guy.
if you ever get a Thai coconut, just the whole coconut, just drink the water out of it and then eat all the meat.
Yeah.
Those things are delicious.
There was a guy in South Central. He was right on the corner of Avalon and Slauson, and he would sit there and he would do like the papaya. What's the other one? There's papaya, then where the pineapple,
Mango.
Mango?
and they cut it all up. You just go there, $5, and then boom,
Passion
it's on.
fruit,
You just
too.
sit there and you eat it. But
Oh,
he had the
mango's
coconut too, so he'd sit there and he'd whack it. You know, the top off. You can sit there and you drink the juice, the coconut milk. And then you just, you take a hammer and you smack that thing, dude, and just sit there and eat the coconut.
What was it?
Oh, man, I
What
love
was
it.
that word again?
Whack it.
Whack it. I love coconut.
Yeah,
It-
it's
I-
good.
I
You
love-
could live off of that stuff.
I can sit there and it's like chew it because it just, I don't know, it's like gum.
Yeah, but the
after a
coconut
while.
water is good for you.
Yeah.
The problem is, I think like there's so much demand for it now. I think they're just like, but I don't know.
Well, it's like
There's millions of
bacon. See,
coconut
here's
trees
the thing.
everywhere.
You know what? Did you know that bacon costs more than what's the ribeye per weight? What? Bacon costs more
Yeah,
Why?
because of the demand.
yeah, that's true.
And that's basically supply and demand. It's like, oh, well, everybody likes bacon.
Yeah, it's
We're
like
just-
$5 for 8 ounces.
yeah, so we're going to charge you. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to charge you all this money for like fat.
Sometimes more than $5.
Yeah.
That's
Actually, the stuff that I found, I always buy uncured because I don't like nitrates. It's like if you want
No.
nitrates, I'll piss on your bacon for you.
Yeah.
But no. So, but the stuff that I found was $5, but like other stuff is even more expensive. I was just like, fuck.
See, I like the thick cut Farmer John, not the Farmer John. What's the other one?
I think it is Farmer John.
It
the
is
one that I
made,
got.
yeah, with the thick cut. And
Yeah.
it's got no nitrates and blah, blah, blah.
Yep.
Yeah. Yes. Make a sandwich out of that, man.
I'm not a big bacon fan though.
BLT without the L and the T.
I like bacon and cheese.
Yes.
Make a bacon cheese, grilled cheese sandwich.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh, with French toast.
thank you.
Yeah. Stretch.
Thank you. I do the same thing, dude. I'll make that bacon like really crispy, and then you just, you get as soon as you put that bacon on the cheese, it's already starting to melt the cheese. Oh, you just keep that fire hot. All you're doing is just searing the bread, sourdough.
Yeah.
It's gotta be sourdough. And you, oh my god,
I did that once with an entire package of bacon and I ate the whole thing.
that's what I would do too. I can't.
Imagine the sodium in that shit.
Dude, I can't.
Off the chart.
Fuck.
I cannot make a package of bacon
Actually,
without eating the whole thing. I will eat the entire package.
is uncured lower sodium too?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, good.
They have to put
because I
some
don't
kind of
like salt.
Yeah, well,
stuff
Well,
is too
if you
salty.
like bacon, you like salt. I'm just saying.
But that's why I do get uncured bacon. It's better that way. It's more like straight from the pig.
Well,
Just
then I
like
take- then I
slice
take-
it like pig sushi
you
or
say so.
something.
well, I'll take the bacon grease and I'll pour it over the dog's food.
Oh yeah, they love
Poor
that.
dog.
Oh man, all my
No,
dogs,
dogs
dude,
love
they
that
love
shit.
that shit. They're just like, well, because they're sitting there. We know we're gonna get bacon grease on our dog food.
How's that again?
I got the waggle going. Oh, yeah, because they know it's not just their tail wagging. It's fun. You know what? A dog is really happy when their whole body is doing this. They're
Yeah.
Like, oh, give me some of that bacon grease. They love that stuff. And then,
Tell
yeah,
how much is a shot in this?
you
one.
know, one of the things I don't do anymore is because obviously I give the bacon grease to my dogs. But when I was a kid, my mom used to always take all the grease and always put it in a Folgers can. And then she would use that to cook like potatoes.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I do that with bacon
stuff,
grease.
yeah.
One of my stupid customers did that and put it under the sink. And when I was installing one of their dishwashers, my ponytail, dipped it inside there. I didn't notice it was there, and I went to come back out, and I was like, "Oh, what the fuck is this?"
The one under
fucking
the
bacon
sink
grease.
isn't for cooking. The one under the sink is like any kind of grease for waste. You fill up a can and then throw it away.
So I was pissed. So the lady's all like, "Oh, I'm so sorry." She got some shampoo, and I was like washing my hair in the fucking sink. I was like, "God damn it, fucking people!"
See, that's the main reason why I cut my
And that's
hair.
when my hair was down to my ass too.
So that's the main reason why I cut my hair, because I mean, I'm working on motorcycles. You know, I mean, I don't know how many times my hair would sit there and flop in the oil pan.
Oh, that sucks.
You know, yeah, and getting oil out of your hair, dude, is bad.
Yeah,
it's
it was
just
a bitch.
so bitch. So I just finally was like, you know what? That's it. I'm done. I'm not, trying to be a rock star anymore anyway. So I just cut it all off. Boom. There you go. Been a blessing ever since.
This is the
That's
longest
it.
I've had my hair in a long time. I'm like, cool. I have a perm now.
Right?
I got old and my hair got curlier. I'm like, cool.
You got burned. Your hair's naturally curly though, right?
Yeah, it used to be just wavy. When I had my hair long, you could see like some, but actually got
I've never
curlier.
seen you with long hair.
well, it's been over 10 years, over 15 years since I had my hair long.
Oh,
Actually,
Maui
yeah, 'cause
White.
I cut my hair before I got my job, and I've been with the same place for 15 years now.
Christy brought up Maui Wowie.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
The original.
man, that's
Wasn't that
right.
the purple bud stuff?
Purple.
Because I love purple weed.
Dude, that was such good stuff.
I don't think I ever had Maui Wowie back in the day.
You know, the first time, this is gonna crack your fucking ass up. The first time I had hash, me and a buddy of mine's like, hey, because we're young, and we had just started smoking pot. So, I call up the, where we would get our bud. Hey man, you got some bud? No man, but I got some hash. Oh, okay, yeah. And so we go over there and we buy it, and then he hands us this, little piece of foil, and I'm like, I literally had no idea, so clueless what hash was. Okay. So he gives us.
I had it in a Hershey bar once.
Oh, did you?
I was like, that is fucking cool as fuck.
It was just a little cube, like a bouillon cube, right?
Uh-huh.
And we're like, what is it? He goes, it's hash. Dude, it'll knock your socks off.
Yeah,
dude.
it's strong.
Yeah. He goes, just try it. We're like, okay. So we go back to the house and we're like, okay. So we take a paper and we roll that fucking thing up into a joint.
You made a hash joint?
Yes. And
Oh
I'm
my
sitting,
God.
and we're sitting there.
Did it burn okay?
Fuck no, dude. We're sitting there trying to hit off that thing, dude, and the paper is and the hash is just falling out.
Oh, that
It's
sucks.
like holy shit. So we were like, oh fuck, it's not burnt. So we finally put it in, not knowing that you actually have to fluff it. So you only take a little piece, and you get it hot, and then it right, and then it's able to burn.
Well, if you break it up, you can put it with weed on a joint. Like
You could,
just a
yeah,
little bit.
but just a little bit. So we finally said, fuck this. We made, the toilet paper roll and a piece of foil, right? So we went ahead and did, we didn't. We just took like because the chunks were falling out. We just filled up the bowl, right, that we made, and we smoked the entire bowl. Holy shit, dude! We're sitting there,
Damn.
dude. Like within like 15 minutes later, dude, we're like, and we couldn't talk. We were just looking at shit, looking at each other.
There was once a friend of mine brought his cousin down from New Jersey. This is when I was back in Virginia, and he came with hash and Thai stick, and we had bong hits of both of those. And I was making some spaghetti sauce, and I just remember being so freaking high. But damn, that shit came out good.
Well, see, like you know how some of the guys used to sit there and they would take the cup and they would take a hot needle and just put it
Yeah.
in the hash. It would make it last longer for sure. And then they would just take the cup and like that. That would definitely make it last longer.
Uh-huh. That's the way to do opium. They would do the same thing.
I only had opiate type. Never smoked opium itself.
I tried some once, but I don't think it was opium. I just think somebody like sold my roommate a ball of resin. I was like, is that the way this shit's supposed to taste? Because I don't feel nothing. It's just all I got is like a bad aftertaste in my mouth.
Yeah, an opiated type would it kicked me in the boo boo.
Yeah.
But I did. Gracias, amigo.
See, watch
Say-
him.
I don't know. Well, when's the last time you seen someone do that?
Probably the last time I opened a bottle.
Is that how you do it too?
Just 2 fingers, yeah.
No, but like this though.
Well, whatever.
Not like this. See, this right here gives you more of a grip. Try it like this next time. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. It's just awesome because even when I do it at a party, I'll sit there and like, whoa, do that again. Like what? What's so amazing about it? But it was amazing to me when I first did. But anyways,
Well, if it's a twist off, you can use your eye socket.
now have you guys ever had peyote?
Nah.
Oh my god, dude! You guys watched Young Guns, right?
Uh-huh.
Remember.
No.
Never watched Young Guns?
I don't know what the fuck that is.
It's an old movie.
Oh.
No fucking way. Young Guns? Oh my god, Tiff.
He would actually like it.
Tiff, tell me you've seen Young Guns.
I don't even know what it is.
Oh my god, you need to shut up.
I'm not
dude.
that. I don't watch that much goddamn
You
TV.
need to stop.
I can't
Holy
even-
shit,
I
Young
can't
Guns
remember,
is
though,
an
it was so long ago.
awesome movie, dude. Yeah, it's when they did the peyote scene, because remember they were lost?
Yeah.
And Lou Diamond Phillips, he was the Indian, and then
Oh, I think I remember like seeing things about it, but yeah, okay. Now
You probably saw some rock videos from the soundtrack.
dude, you have to watch Young Guns. It's action, but it's funny as hell. Especially when they do the peyote, because they had to go in the spirit world. He's like going, "Oh, we need to get in the spirit world. We can find ourselves." And so everyone took peyote, and so he's sitting there mixing up, and so they all took a sip, and then the one guy that had they all kept doing the chew.
Yeah.
You know, he's all they're all sitting there in like different parts, and they're tripping, and they're finding their guide or whatever, right? But the one guy's all like, he's just, all you hear is guns in the background, and he's all firing, and he runs behind a rock. Hey guys, it's like, hey guys, and then one bullet's supposed to go right by, goes right by Amelia Estevez's head, who's Billy the Kid, and then he's just not even, he's completely oblivious to it, and he's like going, guys, you see the size of that chicken? But peyote, man, I had that. Yeah, it's like really nasty tasting.
Ew.
And you do throw up. I mean, maybe not everybody does, but I did.
Yeah, that's why I don't
'cause
want to do shit that makes me throw up.
A buddy of mine grew one, and it takes forever. I mean, it took like 2 years to grow this peyote. Right? It's a cactus, basically.
Yeah.
And so he dried it out. He finally pulled it, and he dried it, and he's like, "Hey, man, we're gonna." So he got a bunch of us together. This is when I was in Bellevue, and so we were just gonna do a peyote night. So we had his house was the compound, and it was the back house. There's 3 houses, and he lived in the back house, and we'd always have parties all the time. And we must have had like 50 people there. So he made this batch, this whole peyote, and made this batch peyote, and we all took it. Man, it was like, you're like, okay, oh man, this stuff tastes like shit. And you just pass, the thing where everyone takes a sip. Some people were taking drinks,
Oh shit.
which was not good. So we had some people like really tripping hard. But yeah, but I threw up, and I'm just like, oh my god! But it was like the most awesome buzz. And it's like shrooms, or what's the other, like? Remember the good acid?
LSD.
Yeah, the LSD, the good stuff.
Have you ever had or heard of Hell's Bells?
No.
It's a very common house plant that's found around this area. And it has these big flowers that, like trumpet flowers, that hang upside down. I'm sure you've seen them in people's front yards.
Yeah.
If you make a tea out of those flowers, you'll trip balls. But don't. It's actually on the list of poisonous plants. I've heard of people doing it. I'm like, oh, that's kind of risky. But
Well-
they trip balls from it.
You know that frog you lick and you trip? I did that too.
Ew.
What?
Is it true? I always thought that was just like an urban legend.
No. That shit works. You lick that frog, dude, you'll trip.
That was a Family Guy episode. Remember the toad licking?
Yeah, a toad. That's it. Yeah,
Yeah.
you lick it. Yeah, you trip. But it's like the Aztecs did that shit. But people in Mexico they still do that shit. But yeah, it's poison. You know,
no
basically
thanks.
poisonous frog. But yeah, you trip balls, dude. You're like, going, whoa, what the hell? But it tastes really nasty.
It's not the poison. It's never the poison that kills you. It's the dose.
Right.
Ugh. No, I'm good.
But I never. I mean, I never used to never sniff paint.
What?
You know, I never did that.
Not sniffing
No.
glue.
No.
Well, no, you
I
could
never
get a
did
buzz from
glue.
sniffing paint,
I never
too.
did glue. No.
I don't do stupid shit like that. I'm sorry.
No, I knew guys that were that. I mean, dude, when I was a teenager, they were always
Yeah.
fucking stupid.
I remember people doing shit like that.
I wasn't
Yeah,
that
no.
stupid.
Pass me.
Or
Pass the Doochie.
have you
on
ever
the
heard of Rush?
left-hand Side. Yes,
Sniffing Rush.
Yeah, locker
Those
rooms,
little
they called
brown
it.
fucking bottles.
Yeah, I
And
tried
it's
that a
like
couple
some
times.
kind of like shit. I don't even know what the hell was in
You
that.
fucking hippies.
Or
Jesus.
That's not hippie stuff.
or
That's hippie
nitrous.
shit.
You ever
Oh
see
yeah,
nitrous shots?
whippets.
Yeah, whippets.
Yeah, those are cool because it makes everything sound like it has an echo effect,
Yeah.
and everything's just a little bit funnier.
Well, for a short period of time.
Yeah, they don't last long,
Yeah, they don't last long. It's like maybe 15 minutes. You're tripping.
and it's like,
And then
well, that's
just-
it.
Yeah, it's a quick rush.
That's just stupid. Sorry.
I'm surprised it can still function nowadays and the stuff that I used to do.
True.
I
But
mean,
hell, kids nowadays do the kind of shit like that. They have like nitrous balloons at parties and stuff.
oh yeah. The whippets are still out there.
Oh,
Well,
yeah.
well, they show up with the freaking and they sell them like what is it, like a couple, like $3 a head or something like that.
Yeah,
They
you
put
know
the
those
balloon.
motherfuckers make bank.
Hell yeah. I mean, it's nitrous oxide.
I'm good.
It just you don't take enough to put you to sleep.
I'm good.
You never
Which
did
is
a whippet?
actually a lot.
Nope.
If you want to go to sleep on it, they give you a shit ton.
Yeah, well, that's because they put a mask on you and you start
Uh-huh.
breathing.
Fuck that. No, I'm good.
Well, that's how they put you to sleep. You ever had an operation?
Or they use
No.
sodium pentothal too.
Yeah, that too. But that's
That
an
one
injection.
before you go to sleep, you tell
that's
the
an
you tell the
injection.
dentist every fucking thing.
Well, I've gone to sleep. Oh,
Because that's
yeah.
truth serum.
When I got my wisdom teeth pulled out, that was the only time I was ever put to sleep.
Did they give you nitrous?
I believe so. Yeah.
You never had an operation in your life?
Just,
Wisdom teeth.
Just wisdom teeth. That's it.
That's it?
Same with me.
You never been cut open, huh?
Nope.
Never had a bullet wound or a knife wound?
No.
Okay.
Same here.
I guess I'm the only one.
I've had several cuts and gashes,
Yeah. I
but
mean,
not anything like that deep.
no.
No.
Just to the bone.
I had a couple bullets pulled out of me, a few knife wounds, fucking stapled up, and then what was the other one? An appendectomy. My appendix.
I had something removed from my skin on my chest once.
You don't have to go to sleep for that. Appendix, and then yeah.
I've never been administered to the hospital other than just the dentist for the wisdom teeth. That was it.
Oh, when I dislocated my shoulder a few times because
They have to surgerize that?
Well, no, they had to put me to sleep. That's painful.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
the first time I did it, he's like going, "Okay, yeah, I'm gonna anesthetize you." I'm like going, "Dude, just pull on it, right?" Because I don't know, I was like trying to be machismo,
Machismo?
And-
Shit, no.
And man, he's like, "Okay." So they put a strap right here, and then they wrap on my arm, and then two guys were on this side, one guy was on this side, just holding me in place, and they went blop, and you heard it go.
Nice.
Man, I was like, ah! I was like, oh shit, that was so painful. So the next time it happened, and the guy's like, okay, I'm gonna size you. Okay, whatever you're gonna do. The first one was nitrous, so they just put the mask on. He's like, okay, and they kept on looking at him. He was doing whatever he's doing, putting the strap on. He's like, oh yeah, how you feeling? I'm going,
Putting a strap on?
Oh boy.
Right when he's putting you
man.
under? That's not a good sign.
like, yeah. So does your arm feel better? Yes, it does. How's your ass feel?
a little sore.
Kind of sore. But and then I remember when one of the times when I had went to a bar fight, got into a bar fight, and obviously had my fist instead of a knife. He's all like, "On okay," you see him put in. He's like, "Okay, so now Zig, what I want you to do? I want you to count from 10 backwards." I remember saying 10, and that was it. I don't know, I never remember getting to 9. It was
When
like,
I was
holy
doing my
shit,
wisdom teeth,
knocked me out.
I went through the entire count, and I was still there. And the lady came back in there. She's like talking and stuff like that. I'm like, huh? And she's like, what are you doing still awake? And she gave me like a second can of it. I was like, damn.
Dude, how the hell are you guys going to fucking sleep when you get to wisdom teeth? My dentist made me do it. I was awake.
Really?
Yeah, and then that's why I can't listen to My Sharona anymore.
Oh, I love that song.
Dude, yeah, I know. So I did.
Oh, I'm going to
He's
play
sitting
that
here
for the
like
outro.
this. He's got that plier thing, right? And he's like, oh, so he numbed me up. And in my head, I'm thinking, well,
Wait, is he just pulling teeth or your
he's
actual
pulling
wisdom
my
teeth?
wisdom tooth because
Fuck
it was going to grow. The root was going into my sinus cavity.
Because I had a crazy dentist like go after my teeth, but it wasn't wisdom teeth, but he was just pulling stuff. No Novocaine or whatever the shit that's called.
Oh, yeah,
no,
no,
nothing.
see, no,
And he was just
no.
like going to town, like yanking, and it wasn't coming out. And I
Oh,
was like-
no.
I found out later that he had actually asked my mom out, and she told him no.
Oh shit!
Yeah, no. This one was because they took an X-ray and he's like going, yeah, because it was bugging me, and he goes, yeah, it's starting to go into your nasal cavity.
Oh, that's not
And,
good.
Yeah, so
Why does it smell like teeth in here?
right. So he's like going, he goes, I went in there for something else, and he's like, oh well, my crown came off, and so he's, oh, we found this too. You want to take care of this while you're here? And I'm going, okay, well, fuck it. And he's like, okay. So
No, they got to knock you out for that shit. Fuck that.
oh
the
no,
crown?
That's some mega pain.
yeah,
Afterwards.
he was sitting there. He's all,
No,
and my
crown's
sh-
not.
No, I mean wisdom teeth.
So
Yeah.
he's getting all prepared. He's, okay, you're gonna feel a little bit of pressure, a little bit of tugging. Just relax. I'm like, okay. And then my Sharona comes on, and here he is, and I'm hearing this, and hearing ripping. I mean, it's like right here, so it's next to my ear, and he's just, and that's the whole time he's going, my Sharona, and I'm just like, are you fucking serious?
Oh my god.
So when I went back,
That deserves a tequila shot.
When I went back to have him just like check, because they have to do stitches, right? And what he does, once he pulls it out, he had to pack it because this is going to my navel cavity. He had to pack it with like, obviously whatever, something hard, and then stitch it up. So I had to
They
go
use
back.
cotton balls.
No,
and
no,
they
no.
just push 'em in.
No, it's actually like a cement that he puts inside. Then he stitches it up
Oh.
because it was almost in my nasal cavity. So you can't just stitch it up. 'cause
Oh,
he
so
goes-
something permanent.
Yes. And so when I went back in, and I'm like going, he's like going, and I always tell him every time he goes, hey, how you doing? Well, he goes with my real name, obviously. And he's like, how you doing? I'm like going, yeah, I'm back to see you, the man I love to hate, And so he always gets a kick out of it. I'm always giving him shit. And so then and we're sitting there, and he's looking, and they do the X-ray, and then he's looking inside. He's like, "Okay, yeah, it looks really good. You're healing just like I'm supposed to." And I said, "You know what, Ron?" He goes, "You have any questions?" I says, "No, I have a comment for you." He says, "Well, what's that?" I go, "Dude, I can never listen to My Sharona again." He goes, "Why is that?" "Because you were like fucking singing it while you're yanking out my tooth. Now it just spoiled the whole freaking song." And he started.
I always like the drums on that song.
One of my tattoo guys, he would the whatever music was on, he'd be doing the gun with the foot, zin, 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 like, to the beat. And I'm like, you fucker.
Nice.
Well, I guess you could do that for the shading part.
Well, no, he wasn't when he was doing it. It's like in between when he was filling up back.
Oh,
more ink,
okay.
getting more ink on
Right.
the needle, but he'd be whatever song it was.
Jackal.
He was a bass. no, he was a bass player too.
Remember them?
Jackal. Oh yeah.
Yeah, they played the chainsaw. And that was their claim to fame.
Chris says, just use some Tide Pods.
Tide Pods.
Oh,
Fucking millennials.
Well, you know what they did? They said the thing was that they weren't eating them because they were trying to get high. It's because they
it was a
looked
dare.
like candy.
Yeah, it's fucking like how stupid are people?
I don't know.
Very stupid. There was another one where people were throwing boiling water on other people. They were the hot water challenge. I'm like, really? You're going to give people third-degree fucking burns for what? I was like,
Oh, did you ever
insane.
see that one where the guy he put that whatever it was something on the stove, and this thing was like glowing hot, and then he fucking put it on the guy's ass.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good at all, dude.
Ooh.
I mean, if
hell
they
no.
do it to horses and cows, I mean, eventually.
I saw one today that was
Oh,
a
cattle
challenge.
prod.
Cattle
No,
prod.
branding.
Branding.
Branding,
iron.
yeah.
Yeah.
Branding iron.
I saw one today that was a challenge for all the liberals out there. It was a faceplant one. This guy just was on. It was a like reoccurring video of him just falling with his hands in his back pockets and falling like belly first and then right into his face, just right into the ground. It's like, here's a challenge for all you fucking liberals out there.
Nice.
What's that have to do with liberals?
You figured that one out.
I like it. That's a good one.
The falling down challenge.
That's just the way-
Somebody is probably dumb
That's what
enough
they
to
put.
do it.
But yeah. Anyway,
Interesting.
libtards.
See,
Yeah,
that's what I
there's-
call 'em. My sister hates that. My sister gives me shit when I say that.
Why? It's fine. You just can't say retard, but you can say libtard.
No, they're a libtard.
Yeah, whatever.
Of course, it works better for the other side if you call somebody a rightard.
Does it? That's just.
It doesn't work the same though. It
No.
doesn't.
No.
It doesn't have the same effect.
Well, I'm not right or left. I just can't stand the liberals. They're just idiots. The generation
Yeah.
of today's kids and all that shit. And
Oh, here we go.
yeah, it's fucking stupid. Like, come on.
But did you actually ever think that that you would see the day that you can actually there would actually be a pot store? I mean, you used to be remember you used to have to be so secretive about it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it was like, you know, oh, you had to like when you made the phone call to your buddy, hey man, you know, do you have those bicycle grips that I wanted to buy from you?
Hockey
You know?
tickets.
Yeah,
Shit, I
hockey
even had to drive
something.
across the state line to go to a head shop to fucking buy a bong or a fucking bowl or something like that.
Oh no,
Because they
the
didn't even sell that shit where I lived.
Oh, dude, the liquor store. Oh, see, you were in another state, but see,
Yeah.
here the liquor stores they sold roach clips, pipes.
Well, roach clips are kind of easy to find.
You know,
Actually, photography shops used to have tons of them because they use them to hold up the pictures and dry.
well, and they always had head shops. I mean, you know, you can go, you know, get your bong, but you couldn't call it a bong. You had to call it a water pipe.
a tobacco
You
pipe.
still have to. Well, now you can call it a bong.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now
we were in San Diego walking around the stores there in Ocean Beach, and they had a head shop there. And the stupid thing about it was like it said no pictures. There's signs
Aw.
everywhere, no pictures. I'm like, fuck you, I'll take a picture. What the fuck I want? So there was
what would why would
people when they're selling shit, you'll see them like have little stupid signs that say no photos, please.
I wonder why.
If it's somebody's art,
Who
maybe.
gives a shit? No,
But
it wasn't
yeah.
no art. It was just like one place had
Actually,
just hats.
some places have like
Hats.
custom handmade stuff that actually is art. There's a place over in Riverside I've been to, and they have some really, really intricate glasswork.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I get the art thing, but
It's just gonna break when your drunk friend knocks it over.
Yeah, no. See, I learned my hard lesson. I don't get glass bongs anymore. It's only plastic.
I always liked the U.S. pipes because it was just simple plexiglass, and they work fucking awesome. But yeah, like all of them now, they're all Pyrex stuff.
Hey, remember Sneakatokes? No.
I remember Toke-Master.
Nah, man. Or remember the power hitters?
Is that the one where it's like a double chamber?
No, it was like a thing you squeeze. So you roll up a joint, you put it inside, you light.
Oh,
the
I
joint,
made one of those.
and then you twist. It
I
on
didn't know
there,
that was a
and then you
thing.
just squeeze it, man. Because remember the power. Remember you used to do with like with your buddies. You put the joint in your mouth, you'd blow, and then you would get this like nice hit.
Uh-huh.
But those were powders. You just did that, and it just pushed the fucking.
when I did smoke when I was a kid, I would go in the pool and you cut a gallon of milk, like cut the bottom off of it, and you just get the aluminum foil, put it on top, poke a couple holes, and
Gravity bong.
yeah, a gravity bomb, and you go
You
down,
do it inside a cooler.
you lift
or
it,
bathtub.
you light it, lift it up, and then you just push it down, and then all the smoke goes up. And
You get a massive hit
Yeah,
really
That's
quick.
too much work.
well, I would do that.
No, it's
but
not.
We'd have, like the little boats that you'd have, like the blow up boats or whatever that you float around in the pool. You get that, and you go underneath it, and that whole thing fills with smoke.
That's funny.
Yeah.
Well, kind of like hash. Because you were at the bathroom. I was telling him that when I bought hash, me and my buddy rolled it into a joint.
Oh shit.
We had no idea. We never had hash before. So we rolled it into a joint. I would love to see that, just to watch. And I wouldn't say nothing. Someone's in there rolling hash into a joint.
No, that's
You had the blonde Lebanese and you had the black African hash.
Yeah, there was a lot of different kind of stuff. I remember green hash.
Can you even
It's like fresh.
And hash had that really distinctive smell.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't like pot. It just had that.
it was like tar.
You could mix it with tobacco, and it gives a really good buzz. Very mellowing.
Well, you know, what we used to do is like when I was younger, I was growing some plants, right? And then so again, we would trim all the leaves, and so I would just save all these bags, like bags and bags of leaves. So when the stems and the bong and the pipes and stuff, we'd sit there, we'd take it, we'd save all the resin out of it, and put them in these little bottles.
Resin's gross.
And then we
Yes.
then when the weed, then we'd sit there and we'd like put it in some boiling water, just to soften it up, and we'd crunch up the leaves, and then we'd just take that and mix it all up, and then it was like our homemade hash. But I mean, it's so good.
I made this.
So that was the stuff that you had when you were dry, and then you didn't have
Yeah.
it, but you're like, oh man, we have our homemade hash, man.
You could actually, you could dissolve the THC in alcohol or something like that. This one time I made some stuff. I took some laboratory grade acetone, which has like zero residue in it at all. And the shit evaporates really quick.
Well, that's what you're supposed. That's how you make CBD oil.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
So basically I made like this film of CBD oil that we smoked. Well, THC too.
Right.
Because I put it in tinfoil and we put the leaves and stuff in there, and then I just put the acetone in and just let it sit under like the vent in the kitchen until the acetone was completely dry, and all that was left was this green oil, and then we just smoked it, and it was good. And afterward, I was like,
good.
that was
Hippie.
an awful lot of work where we could have just like packed a bong hit anyway.
Right.
It's
But
like people
it's
put so
fun.
much effort into like trying to do new different ways of smoking a joint.
But it's fun.
Yeah, true.
Just to we did this, or we did that, and it was like, one of those things when you were a kid, it's like, oh yeah, if you were more adventurous.
But maybe I should just put some little buds in our tequila or something like that.
No. Negative.
Surprise!
No.
Scott will be out there falling asleep in his truck.
There's fuckers.
That would be funny.
No one.
Yeah, it's Chris.
That's funny.
Killer Chris, and it's a bong. You can call it a bong now.
Yeah, bong. Billabong.
But he's right though. I mean, when you went to the store, if you said bong, no,
Yeah.
we don't have bongs.
Tobacco pipes.
Yeah, but that's right there.
Actually,
No,
the one
that's
that
not
I
a
was
bong, it's
talking
a
about
water
is
pipe.
it's U.S. tobacco pipes. That's what the company was called.
Tobacco pipes.
Yeah. Well, it's like a hookah. You use
Yeah.
that to smoke tobacco, but you also mix hashish with the tobacco.
Well, see, actually, in bongs, people did smoke tobacco out of them.
Yeah.
People just started smoking pot out of them too. But they did.
And it
opium
has to be
out
a
of them,
different
too.
style for tobacco, though, because then it's probably like pipe tobacco, where it's like the different
There's
kinds
more
of tobacco.
chambers, so it's
Yeah.
filtered
and
through the
bigger
water more.
bigger
yeah.
bowls, because like you're gonna load that with a lot of tobacco.
See, I tried a hookah and with some buddies, because they were always talking about, come to the hookah bar with us, come to the hookah bar with us.
Oh,
Fuck
hookahs
that.
are awesome.
I went there, dude, and then so I'm like, okay, I'll try it. Fuck it. Went over there and it took a hit, and man, I was coughing for days. It hurt so bad right in my esophagus for like 2-3 days.
You're not
my
supposed to
God.
try to like rip a giant one though. But then it's hard to tell. Like you're just smoking it out of a hose, and you can't really see how much smoke you're
The hell
coming
is
in.
it? Just
The boy's
fucking
mom-
tobacco?
A
Yeah.
hookah? Yeah.
Oh,
It's
fuck
tobacco
that.
and charcoal. It's the tobacco is actually
good.
it's prepared like with some glycerin or something. So it's this wet, sticky, gooey stuff, and you put that there, and then you take this little charcoal briquette and you set that on top of it. So it ignites the tobacco
Yeah,
as you're smoking
I
it.
think my daughter used to smoke that shit. And I'm like, what the fuck is that crap?
The charcoal actually makes it taste good.
The boy's
the
mom
tobacco's-
smokes it. Ugh.
No, that's just fucking
But
disgusting.
it comes in different flavors, so it's like that's what like vaping. That's what that came from. It's like doing different flavors, and even that, like they had pipe tobacco and all kinds of different flavors. I remember I used to get this cherry tobacco. Shit was cherry.
Well, they have, 'cause speaking of the vaping thing, you can do, they have it with the THC.
Oh, those are cool.
Yeah, Killer Chris, that's what he's got.
But you have to be careful too, because some of those are really fucking strong.
Yeah.
Actually, the last time I saw Chuck, it was when their band was playing at MTL. I was outside and my friend had one of the pins. He's like, "Oh, hey, here, take a hit of this." He's like, "It's really strong." I handed it back to him. He's like, "Go take another one." So I did, and then I went back in the club, and I was just like,
You're like,
"Oh
fuck,
shit!" I
fuck
had to go
this.
in the back and sit down.
Oh, because you were drinking also.
Yeah.
That's,
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
see,
That's like
yeah.
when I went to.
Actually, no, I wasn't drinking that
No?
night. No, I was being good.
No, I went to Ozfest last year, and some buddies gave me one of those fucking stupid pens. It was Sativa, and I was like, they're all, "Oh yeah, no, it gives you energy." I'm like, "All right, I'll try it." So I tried it, and I was like, "I don't feel anything." So I tried another one, and then another one, and I was fucked.
Oh god.
Yeah. No, I was like, "Fuck this."
I
shit.
never take more than 2.
No,
But
it
some of
was-
them,
it was
some of
bad.
them are actually are not that good. I've had some people where they buy the little cartridges and it already tastes like it's spent. I'm like, dude, somebody's like recycling fucking spent oil and fucking
I
just.
don't know. That was no. I'll never do that shit again.
That was remember the guys from Turp House when we had them on the show. They were
Yeah.
saying a lot of these companies will claim something is really potent, like 72%, and they tested them, their competitor stuff, and it was 27, not 72.
Yeah, the numbers were inverted.
Yeah.
But remember when you mentioned that your hair dropping it in that oil?
Yeah.
Christy says she's afraid that her hair's going to get caught in the paper shredder.
Ooh,
Can you imagine that? That would be all
that
bad.
would suck.
That would be all bad.
Yeah.
Paper shredder.
Uh-huh. Not under the sink.
I'll
work.
bet you. I bet
I
you.
wouldn't have my
I
hair
bet you if you
anywhere
go
near
home
her.
and you.
How
I
long's her
bet you
hair?
She's got long hair. I don't think it's not that long to get caught in the paper shredder. But I mean, she could still be. It'd be a fear.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Do one of you
It's a
guys
legit fear.
Do one of you guys just squeeze one out?
No,
No.
that was your chair.
No, it's my chair.
Oh.
Every time I move, it's like squeaking.
Oh,
I
okay.
heard something like.
Yeah. Look at Scott already just throwing me right under the fucking train. No, that's your chair.
Yeah.
If it was mine, I would have heard it coming from right here. That's why I heard it.
Well,
from
usually
that
the ones
direction.
that ones that said something are the ones that dealt it, trying to blame someone else.
Oh, dude,
That's
I
the
would
ones
know.
that smelt it.
I love that. Hey, if I did it, I'm gonna claim it.
And then he'll say it doesn't stink.
Yeah, like he always does. And at one time, it was like death.
You guys would be surprised how many times I farted in here.
That
and
was
it
the
didn't
other
smell.
thing with that wax night when I did that stuff before the show. And he let a fart, and he said it wouldn't stink. And I was sitting right here too, because we had the full table. I was just like, I kept scooting over and over. It stunk bad, and it like just lingered.
Yeah, I don't believe you when you say that bullshit.
See, I get those like after drinking a bunch of beer the night before. I'll get the lingering ones. Yeah, they're evil.
Or when you have beans, like we used to. Like
Yeah.
there was a when I was when I was living in LA, there was a Conaceria right down the street, and so I get the lingua burrito with refried beans and
Ew.
extra cheese.
Lingua.
Oh my god!
Oh, lingua's
yes.
awesome.
Oh god.
So pumped.
No.
It's so fucking tender.
And I'd eat one of those things, dude. Man, the next day, I swear to God, dude, I would clear a block.
You're eating tongue. That's
Yeah.
fucking disgusting.
Steamed tongue.
No.
Yes.
No,
They
thanks.
do look gross when they pull them out and like peel the skin off of them. I'm like, oh, I'm gonna eat that. Cool.
And you know what? See now, because remember I had that food poisoning, man. I don't think I'm ever gonna have it again.
Oh, that's right. It probably ruined it for you.
It did.
Just like dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun-dun, my Sharona.
It did, dude. I'm telling you, I would not wish food poisoning on anybody. I mean, because that was bad. I mean, I thought I twisted an intestine because I had a friend of mine that happened to her. And,
Like a
and
hernia?
One of her intestines twisted. So now nothing was going through, and she just started blowing up. But
Oh, that
then-
sucks.
yeah. And they said, "Wow, they cut right before it burst." But when obviously when they cut it open, it was full of shit.
Yep.
Oh.
But
But
if
if
it
it-
would have
if it
burst,
burst-
she would have died.
Yeah, because
it-
that'll infect your blood
yeah,
system.
instantly.
Yeah.
So if it would have burst, you probably would have lived for maybe 15, 20 minutes.
But they can fix you. They just like open you up and hose you out.
Ugh.
If they catch you in time.
Yeah.
But see, I was thinking something like that, and I got super extended, and I'm like, man, and it hurt. And when I went to the doctor, and I'm like, oh man, he's like, oh, ooh, and he's everywhere he touched it hurt for him to touch, this whole midsection. And he's just like, yeah. He goes, man.
He touched you?
Yes, he did.
Did
He's like, what about here?
He goes, we need to take an X-ray ASAP. So they took an X-ray, and he's like, oh no, he goes, you're just really swollen. And so he goes, yeah, you got food poisoning, that's for sure. But you're so swollen, that's why you can't poo. He goes, so you're still full of poo, but
yeah, because if you're so inflamed, it's just like it's not going to let go.
right. And so he gave me a medication, dude. When I was walking out, I got the medication, walked right over the drinking fountain. Boom. By the time I got up the next morning, dude, I mean, literally, the swelling went down. Man, I'm telling you, my ass was like going, hey, guess what? We are ready to poo.
Yep. It was probably just an antibiotic.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
And ever since then, dude, it's just like I'm like a gaseous puppy.
Yeesh.
I fart all day long, all the time. And most of the time it doesn't smell.
You run your own
No,
shop, so it's
doesn't
okay.
it?
He's got a big fan in his shop. That's
Yeah,
why
I
it
do.
doesn't smell. He just blows it out the door.
It just goes away.
I like to fart in elevators and then get out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Or a secret fart in the grocery store aisle.
Yes, that's the best thing,
And then you
dude.
walk away and go.
Me and my boys will do that. Well, they don't go shopping anymore.
I wonder why.
But, they do their own shopping. But that was our thing. It'd be like going, hey, I got a fart. We'd sit there, boom. My boys would be like going, oh my God, Dad. And then we just like go down the aisle.
The unsuspecting
And then we'll be
victim.
messing with stuff. And we'd see someone come down the aisle and they're like, oh, all of a sudden they get, oh, got you with your mouth open, bitch. And we just sit there and start laughing. There was one time I was in line, and this line was long. You know what I mean? And I'm just like, holy shit, this line's long. And I had a pocket air, and I'm just like, oh man, okay. And it was at the point where I just couldn't hold it anymore. So I'm like, okay, let me do this. Let me get in a conversation with somebody, and let's go blah blah blah, and try and squeeze it out.
It's like, was it Homer Simpson or Peter Griffin that turned the radio up when he farted?
Right.
I think it was Homer. It's like, do you think that's going to cover up the smell? He's like, turning it up loud.
So here I am. And so I strike a conversation with the person behind me. And when I'm like, yeah, blah, blah, and this and then and I'm like, and I started squeezing it out slowly, and it was coming out. I'm like, okay, yeah, blah, blah, blah. All of a sudden it just said, okay, that's it. Brop.
Oh, excuse me.
I went like this to the person in front of me. Well, that person did this to me. I'm like, whoa, really? The guy I was talking to behind me, I'm like going, holy shit, man, did you hear that one? And it reeked too. It was bad. I'm like going, oh man. Everyone started backing up.
That's when you know it's a good one.
Yeah, buddy. But it was amazing because it was mine, but I still had to play it off. But it was funny because the person I totally put off on the person in front of me, and she's stuck. She can't back up. If she backs up, she's back more into the cloud. But she was just like a little
God.
Mexican lady, and she's just like,
Oh, those are the best ones.
Her groceries are already on the thing. Mine is not on the conveyor belt yet.
Did you
She's right
ditch?
there. Oh hell no! I waited in that line for a fucking long ass time. They had it. I hate that when there's a grocery store and they have 10 cashiers, but they only have like 3 open, and the grocery store is full. I think this was on like a Memorial Weekend
Oh, that's like the bank
or
lines
something
now.
like that. Yeah, it was like a something Super Bowl Sunday or something. But the place was packed. I mean, I was like, man, I'm not getting out of this line. I'm gonna let this one rip. I'm gonna let it out nice and easy, but it wouldn't let me.
Yeah,
So
I
that's
can't
the
do
best thing to
silent
do.
ones. Most of the time, they're not going to be silent.
You just look at the person. Really? Like what?
If I try to like control it, it just comes out as a loud squeaker or a trumpet fart. I actually have farts that sound like a trumpet. I can do that.
Now, see, the best ones are when you after you shaved your ass.
Oh, wait a minute.
Not me.
No, not him. Well, not me. I don't shit my ass.
No,
God, what?
I like to get the heritage. That way it's easier to wipe your
Well,
butt.
I
man.
don't have a hairy ass, so I don't have to do that. So I don't know. That's okay.
Oh, so it's,
That's a whole nother subject.
hey, has
What hell?
is it that time?
Yeah, we got 20 seconds left.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're ending on the radio portion of the Chaotic Radio, the fart show. So we'll close this one out, and then we're going to go on to the after hours. We didn't have like a fart sound. There you go. So now we're at the after hours.
Yeah.
So have you who has given who the Dutch oven? You or Tiff?
No, neither. No, we're not about that. I don't like farts. I don't like to smell farts.
Why did Tiff say odd Dutch oven?
She's probably just fucking around, just laughing. That's her.
Is he not? Is he like trying to hide some secrets?
No, she knows.
Tiff, you need to give him a Dutch oven.
No.
Like before he wakes up, and you've just got to really rip one. Just put the covers over his head and just rip one, and then just like record it. I want you to take your cell phone and
That's
record
just the
that.
middle of the night kind of shit that you just rip them and you're like
Whatever
oh,
it is, I don't care if
fuck
it's the middle of the night or in the morning, but I want her to get you, and I want her to
No.
record it.
I'm not about the smell of shit, so sorry.
Yeah, you got to do that, Tiff. You have to do that. For me, you got to do that. I do that to Otsko. She hates that shit, dude. She that's when she cusses me out in Japanese.
Oh, she gets you back when she does
I'll wrap-
the little Snapchat things of you.
Yes, but that's okay. I'd rather give her giving her a Dutch oven is a lot. She can do all the Snapchat things that she wants. Because I can guarantee you, especially if she made me curry. Oh yeah. All right.
Curry. What?
Yeah. See, Chris, Killer Chris. He's done the whole Dutch oven thing. What'd she say?
Who?
Well, Tiff was saying that women are, they're like more secretive about that. That's when they leave the room. I mean, it's cool because see.
No, there's been times when she hasn't lived.
Oh no! I'm saying if you're at a party or something like that, Otsko. See, we're at the comfort zone. Me and Otsko have been together for 9 years, and plus we're together for 3 years prior to that. But we're at that comfort zone. I have no problem farting in front of her, and I have no problem giving her Dutch ovens. But so she does the same thing. She has no problem burping and farting in front of me, and I think it's funny as hell. She burps more, but when she squeezes one out, it's not even like a fart. It's more like a. I'm like, that's not a fart. How hard was it to push that thing out? I mean, you got to really rip one. You got to,
Oh,
burp.
Tips has done a good one.
I bet.
And she gets all fucking like, oh, thanks, babe.
Just,
Because I'll make fun of it,
was
as soon as I hear
accident.
it.
I didn't mean to do that on purpose. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. I'll just go like, oh my God. There's a California barking spider in here.
I'll say, what the fuck was that?
California barking spider. I used to tell that to the kids when they were young, and they're like, they'd hear it from the other room, and then like going, "Oh my God, Dad, that wasn't me. There's a California barking spider. See if you can find it." They'll be looking for a spider, dude. They were little though.
Or the what was the one with the duct tape or something like that? Oh God, there's something that I forget the way it was put, but something about duck. Whack.
Oh, Affleck.
Something about
Affleck.
ducks or something like that. It was like you'd call it a fart or something. I don't
You
know.
ever tried to light your farts on fire?
No, I'm not stupid.
They actually do.
Oh well, that's great. Dumbasses can do that. I'm not gonna burn my asshole. Sorry.
And it keeps me from having to shave my ass. Just, there you go.
It's TMI, buddy. TMI.
I just, as a guy, this is something that guys just have to do. I have done it, and it does catch on fire.
Yeah, exactly why I haven't done it. No,
But I wasn't brave enough to do it bare ass. I had to do it through my britches. Because
well, how the hell does it burn your asshole through the fucking underwear?
it won't. I was just kidding.
Oh,
No, I shaved my butt.
yeah. You have fun with it.
Although I find it harder and harder as the weeks and months go by. I'm not as flexible as I used to.
Well, I mean, if
I'm
you're
not thinking
doing,
longer
when you
razor.
shave something, more hair grows back in the long run. So I would think that would be a constant thing you'd have to dick with if you had to fucking sit there and if you started it and you got to keep doing it.
No, I'm like once every couple months.
Ugh. No, I don't. I'm not like a hairy guy, so not like Vajayjay here. I'm sure
I can only.
I'm sure he's got an
imagine,
ass
dude.
fro.
All I heard was Scott going, "Oh, I don't like hairy guys." So you like him shaven?
No, I didn't say that. I said I'm not.
I inferred
I
that.
said
not
I'm
like
not
a
a hairy guy.
Y'all are still talking about ass hair?
He
Jesus,
was-
I was gone for like 5 minutes.
He kept on that subject, so I don't know.
No, because we were talking about the girls farting in front of us.
Yeah.
What the hell does
Girls
that have to
fart
do with
too.
hairy assholes?
Sometimes girls have hairy assholes.
Yeah.
Stay away from
Yeah,
them.
thanks. Oh, those are the ones you go after.
Not
The
really.
hairy armpits and hairy assholes.
Let's go, Cam. Why you shave my butt? I'll shave your butt, honey.
There you go.
Oh, I would hope that there would be no hair there.
No, there's not.
Okay.
So I don't know why would she want me to shave her butt? I don't know.
I don't know.
For the thrill.
I-
Super glue some hair, then shave
oh
it.
shit! No. Ugh.
Have you ever speaking of super glue, you ever like when your buddy passed out, did super glue on his ass crack?
No.
Oh my god, yes, I did that one, and I used a whole
That's
fucking
cruel.
tube, dude. Yes, it was.
Holy shit.
Dude, I'm telling you, don't pass out. I mean, well, I wouldn't do it anymore, but there was a time where, yeah, don't pass out in front of me. If I'm at that party, you pass out, I'm doing something fucked up.
I used to have a rule: if
And-
somebody kicks off their shoes, they're fine. If they pass out with their shoes still on, then it's the marker to the
Nah,
face.
this guy went into room with this chick, so they did their thing, right? And so she came out, and we're like, hey, so
She
where's
left him comatose.
where's blah 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 blah? He's like, oh, he's passed out. So all right, so we went inside there, and he's passed out, butt fucking naked, right, and just face down. So I come out, hey, you guys got, and he had a fucking hairy ass too,
Ew.
and I'm like going, hey, you got any super glue? And we're all rummaging through the junk drawer. Found some super glue. Fresh fucking tube, man. Fucking, and I went squirt all over his fucking ass, dude.
Damn.
And yeah, and it was a barbecue, so we had like all kinds of grub. We were eating that entire day. And yeah, so I ended up crashing out, and the next morning, what the fuck? Ah, no shit, fuck! And he had to take a shit. He had to take a shit,
Oh my god.
and so his ass cheeks were. I mean, I went like, and it like dribbled down to his balls. I mean, so
Ew.
the entire crack of his ass was literally super glued shut.
Damn.
Oh my!
That's
He's
just
and
fucking
he's
wrong.
running. He's like sitting there running around the house. He's got his ball. He's still naked. He's got his balls in his hand and his dick in his hand. He's like, who the fuck? Oh my god! And we are cracking the fuck up, dude. I mean, I was stoned asleep, man. But as soon as we started busting out, waking up laughing. Who in the hell did this? And yeah, he's like, we got to, dude, I gotta take a shit. And so we're like, well, shoot, we're trying to think of things.
The only thing
how
that
do you-
melted is
well, how do you-
sweat, right?
Well, I mean, there was no internet then. I mean, I was 16 years old, for God's sake. So there was no internet, right? You can't just go online and be like, okay, well, how do you make
Soak his ass in glue solvent.
well. So we just had a couple of the chicks sit there, and he's in the rip and just start trying to pull his ass cheeks apart. And he had all this hair, right? He's like, ah, and
Oh my
I
god!
can still hear him screaming, dude. And he just started taking a dump, dude.
Oh no!
And the girls come running down. They're like, oh my god.
Yeah, he's probably still doing therapy for that.
Yeah.
Oh my god!
I heard of some.
I can see this like it was.
I would have pissed in
yesterday,
every
dude.
beer you
That was-
had
That was
from then on.
so bad.
I heard of some protesters recently that I don't know what the fuck they were protesting, but they super glued themselves to the doors of some store. I think it was in England. I heard it on the radio
Oh my
yesterday. I was like,
God.
what the fuck? You super glue yourself to a fucking window? I bet they regretted that decision.
Well,
Because they probably didn't think about the same thing we're talking about. What do you do when you got a shit?
see, come to find out, obviously years later, the best way to, if your fingers or whatever, if something's super good to you, you got to sweat.
Yep.
So you start sweating, it'll pop right off. So if we would have threw him in the shower with hot water, it would have been
That'd have to be
steamy.
a lot of hot water. Make the motherfucker go jogging.
But at least he would have been in the shower, and then he started pooping on his.
I remember this talk radio show I used to listen to. These guys were doing this competition for some shit and letting the listeners do the craziest shit ever. And somebody actually was down. I think they were giving away tickets for some show. But this one guy was down to eat fucking melted marshmallows out of some hairy ass, like hairy, sweaty ass. I was like, that
Oh yeah,
is
no.
gross.
Yeah, no. People
Ass,
that do the whole,
ass mellows.
Yeah. Oh no. No.
The thing is, if it's radio, you don't really know if they're actually doing it or
Exactly.
not. So,
Unless they have video of it.
yeah,
Like
nowadays we do.
Well, yeah.
Right.
But this was back in the 90s. That was,
Yeah,
that was
no,
like
that was
old timey
nothing.
shit. They
Yeah.
were doing black and white back then.
I remember the Opie and Anthony show. That was fucking hilarious. Those guys would have people doing stupid shit. And they'd be like, eating, like some bum would come in and he'd shit himself, or they'd take his underwear off, and some guy had to like put his nose up to the fucking nasty fucking.
Oh hell
Yeah.
no!
And someone slapped his hand, whacked.
Yeah.
And they did one that was like it was called the eggnog challenge. This big fat guy.
Oh, the eggnog on the radiator.
No, he was just drinking shots of eggnog.
Oh, okay.
And he had like 30 shots of eggnog, and he was diabetic, so he had to puke it up. So they did this thing called the baby bird, and one of the same guy that did the sniffing of the whatever, and he sat down in front of a trash can and put his head over the trash can, and this guy puked all the fucking shit into his mouth.
Nice.
And it's like it's stupid shit that they do on radio, but
Yeah,
Hey.
that reminds me of another one. They did the milk challenge, where they challenge you to drink a full gallon jug of milk.
Ugh.
And apparently, it's humanly impossible to drink that much milk without triggering your gag reflex. Because, like, you can drink maybe half that or something like that, but if you try to drink the entire container, you're gonna yak.
Dude, there's no way you can fit a gallon of water, milk, or anything in your belly at one
Well,
time.
you could pee. I mean, what do you think we do when we drink beer?
Yeah.
Yeah, but like chug a gallon of milk. There's no way.
Well, not chugging it like I think there's like a time period, like within
Oh,
15
okay.
minutes or something.
gotcha.
I'm not sure. I'm just pulling that number out of my ass, but something like that. But still, you just can't drink that much. The body's like, fuck you.
I couldn't do it.
No.
No, me either. Ugh.
I'd probably be dumb enough to try.
I like milk though, but I couldn't drink a gallon of milk.
Nah.
I don't even drink milk anymore. I don't not like
I'll
it.
drink
It's
like
just
that.
I drink other stuff.
I'll
now.
drink the almond milk. Over there.
Almond milk's bomb.
Yeah.
You could probably drink a gallon of that because it's basically water with almond pulp.
Yeah.
No,
I like coconut milk.
That's
Or
Yeah,
flax
we'll
milk.
go back
Talking
over
about
there.
health stuff, go get yourself some flax milk. That stuff is loaded with omega-3s.
Yeah.
Yep, it's really good for you.
What's flax milk?
Just made out of flax seeds. Or there's hemp milk too.
Oh, flax seeds. Okay.
Yeah. Oat milk is one of my favorites now. I fucking love that shit.
What's that?
Oat milk.
Oat milk?
Yeah, they milked some oats. And it's really fucking smooth and creamy and tasty. It's like almond milk on crack.
Say that again.
Smooth and creamy and tasty.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd want any of that.
Smooth and creamy.
Me and Scott look right. You're like,
Tasty.
what the fuck do you need to say?
No.
Oat milk. It's better than goat milk.
Oh my god. That's
Alrighty then.
Oscar was like, no, your butt. She was talking about my butt. Why do I say my butt?
Oh.
It just you can wipe your ass easier.
Oh, you just like
Other
to
than
dig it
that,
on.
you know, you sit there and just you got the Klingons.
Yeah, you got to pick that shit off.
I'm not trying to do that.
I don't have that problem. I'm good.
I can just hop in the shower. That's what. See, there was this thing, and I was asking, how do like really fat people, how do they
How do they even reach everywhere?
how do they, right? And
Brush.
no, I found out that what they do is they go in the shower and they just take the shower head, and they just
They use it like a bidet.
like a bidet. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
True.
I was just kind of curious, like, okay, well, how do you? Because I mean, literally,
Girls can get themselves off that way.
There's
Well,
there's Hertz rental car that's just like down the parking lot for my shop. There's a lady that there, and she like when the people bring the cars, she details them, she gets them all nice and clean, and then delivers them to the customer or whatever. Dude, her ass, I swear to God, dude, it's this wide. I'm not kidding. It's huge.
It's so funny with people with asses that big because they're flat from sitting all the time. It's like big and round this way, but then they turn and it's like this slant angle. It's weird looking.
I'm gonna take a picture of her.
I
I mean, she's actually a really sweetheart. She's actually a really nice person. But I'm just tripping because her ass is so huge. I mean, it's really huge, and I'm like, going, fuck.
What if she's listening right now? How would you
How
feel?
does she wipe her? How does she do it? I just don't understand.
Good point. I've thrown my back out so bad I almost couldn't wipe. I'm sitting there going, "Oh, what the fuck do I do? I'll use my left hand. Oh, this is worse."
Well, what's screwed up with me is if my sciatica acts up,
Mm-hmm.
I'm right-handed, dude. Good luck trying to wipe your ass with your other hand.
Yeah, it doesn't work so
It
well.
doesn't work that way, dude. And it's just like, oh my God. I just hop in the shower. Like,
I didn't even think about that. I just I put in enough effort to where I could finally twist and get it, and
Yeah, no.
I finished it.
No.
I finished the job.
If I aggravate my sciatica, dude, it's a done deal. I mean,
Yeah,
I can barely walk.
That time it was bad. I actually couldn't walk. I couldn't even lay down. It was so painful just to move. I had to literally stand there and fall to go to sleep. So I would fall onto the couch or fall onto my bed. And it would hurt doing that, but it hurt less than trying to actually move to get in that position.
That's why I have an inversion table.
Ah, yeah.
Inversion table. Oh, I love that thing, dude. So
I always
awesome.
thought those are just I didn't know if they actually worked or anything.
No, they decompress your spine. I'm telling you, dude. When you start using it, man, for the first 6-7 months, literally, it's where you get the most compression going on. It'll be after you start laying, you gradually invert yourself, and then it'll start going pop here and there. So what the people that do themselves harm is they just flop upside down.
Oh, yeah.
And you can't do that. You got to gradually let that blood get to your head and what have you. You do that, and things start your spine, wherever it's mostly compressed, it starts popping and popping. When you finally get to the point where you're inverted, and then after then your spine gets a chance because you can feel yourself. Mine has a pillow thing right here, right?
Yep.
So the pillow's right here. By the time I'm done inverting, the pillow's almost by my neck. I mean,
nice.
Literally, you're elongating yourself probably about.
Then you
3
got to
inches.
also be careful going back up and don't do that right away.
Well, Atsuko has this thing. She likes to take a picture of me when I'm inverted because my face is all purple.
That doesn't sound good.
No.
I remember my first chiropractor used to have this table, and it was old as hell. and it just had this big roller thing on the table that went back and forth, and you just laid down on it, and they would adjust the ball to like a different height, and all it did was go back and forth. I was like, this is the best thing ever.
Yeah, you can do that because I have a foot massager that's got the little ball things and they like this. Oh my god! Because I have plantar fasciitis, and man,
what
I'm telling
is?
you,
What's
plantar
that?
fasciitis. It's when your
You're
muscles
fascinated
are,
with plants?
no, when you're the muscles in your feet are like fucked up.
Oh, okay. So it's like a flattening of the foot kind of thing. Fasciitis.
Something
I've
like
heard
that.
something about that.
Yeah, but oh man, I'm telling you, this thing I bought, it just when I get done teaching, it really affects when I'm teaching because I'm doing a lot of walking, and I put my feet on that thing, and then things are just going, brrr, and then it has a heat or cold selection. I just go with the heat, and I just put my feet on there like 15 minutes, and it just, brrr, and oh my god, it feels so good. And then when it gets in the knots in your feet, because they
Yeah.
get knots in there, and you can feel it going. On that knot, right? And all of a sudden, it just gradually loosens up, and then that knot's gone.
Yep.
Yeah, you got to do it. I mean,
I know how to go after those, like just like massaging people and just using hands and stuff. You feel those fucking jumpers and where the knots are.
right.
You just got to go for that shit. Pop them.
Yeah, the same thing that people do when they give you full body massages.
Uh-huh.
You know, they're finding knots, and they're like, oh, and you're like, ow.
Oh, when I pay for a massage and they like pass over something like that and don't give that more attention, then I know they're frauds.
Right. Oh no,
It's like, no, you work that shit until it's gone.
shit. My old roommate, man, he had a friend that would come down, and she did that deep massaging.
Yeah.
And she would find those things, man. I'd be like, ow. And she's like going, oh yeah. And then she getting and work that some bitch, and I can feel it like going, you know.
I can
like,
actually
oh my
tell-
God, get off that thing. You just sit still and relax.
I can tell what emotions they've stored in those fucking balls of fury and just like be like, okay, what was this? Who did what? Tell me about it. Because this shit's coming out.
Well, you know what's funny is that she would sit there and she'd do both sides of you.
Yep.
know? And then she'd go, okay, now you have to drink 16 ounces of water before you go to bed.
Yeah. Because
And
you're
then-
flushing out a lot of shit.
Yes, and then she goes, when you go use the restroom, after you use the restroom, because you're going to get up in about 2 hours, you're going to take another 8 ounces of water. So each time you get up, you need to, and you're going to do this for the next 3 days. Man, the piss was like super dark yellow, and it totally smelled. I mean,
Ew.
really like strong.
Wow,
ass
she must have
urine.
been really good.
Oh man, it was like an hour massage, and she was just not in the fucking. And dude, your body hurt for like 3 or 4 days. So yeah, you're gonna be hurting for like. I'm like going fuck.
But that's a good kind of hurt.
yeah, and you're like going, oh my god,
It's like,
it
ooh,
does
loose.
hurt. Well, I was loose, but it hurt.
Yeah.
And then, but it was like, and then so for the next 3 days, I'm like going, fuck that, I'm never gonna do that again. And then after like about 3 or 4 months, I'm like going, I need to go back and do one of those because when you're done, man, it really because it breaks up a lot of the crystals and the stuff that gets stored.
Yeah, it's lactic acid
toxins.
and carbon dioxide mostly.
Yeah, that gets wrapped up in those knots in your body.
Yep.
And yeah, but man, it's a brutal massage.
That too much of that stuff, like in cases where people get partially buried, working in excavations and stuff like that, when they dig them out, all the circulation pulls all of that stuff out of the tissue and into circulation, and it can actually kill somebody
That's
within
true.
a couple minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so doing a massage and like drinking the water and flushing that stuff out is a very, very good thing.
Yes. No, she was very adamant about you need 16 ounces of water. When I got up, drink 16 ounces of water. 16 ounces of water right now.
And that's not that much.
Well, it's 16 ounces.
That's
then
one
you had,
bottle of water.
Well, then you had no. It's
Just a regular bottle
Yeah.
of water.
yeah.
And then a couple
But-
more through the
But
night.
yeah, then every time you use the restroom, you have to drink another.
Yep. Keep flushing.
Yeah, keep flushing, and you got to do that for the next 3 days. I drink a lot of water. I have a big tall glass that I drink throughout the day. So every like hour, I drink like about 24 ounces. That's about what it holds. Down that, I'm good. I'm drinking all day until like the end of the day, it's just clear. You know what I mean?
Yep. Like when you drink beer.
Well, depending on what beer you drink.
No, I'll drink porter and
this is
stout
like-
and still have.
That is not beer.
This is just like watered down beer.
Yeah. It's beer flavored water.
Yeah, which is fine.
Well, that's the same as that.
No, that's
No.
a lot stronger. That's like 6%.
This is 5.9.
yeah.
These are usually 5.7.
No, this is
No, they're not.
this is.
Did they
this-
change it?
This is like 4% or something like that.
Ah, because I remember when Ultra was first out, it was 5.7. It was the same as Ice.
No, it's
Basically, they rebranded Bud Ice.
So speaking of peeing, now that we've been talking about it, now I also have to go.
Dough. Well, should we talk about food again? We started talking about like health stuff,
Oh, my legs.
and then we went to weed and beer
weed and beer.
and massages.
I did need a massage.
Yeah.
No, Tips gives a good massage too.
Last one I had, I went down to Desert Hot Springs and went to this little resort and had a massage done, and then sat in the hot tubs. It was cool.
Hot tub.
Yeah. Natural mineral springs. That's another way to help get all that stuff out because it'll come through your skin.
Yeah. No, but those places that people go with them, like the mud and all that shit.
Nah, it wasn't a mud. It was just like a pool and hot tubs.
How often can they clean those out? I mean, some nasty person gets in with it, or Fremunda cheese and shit, and like, I don't want to go in there after them.
Well, at
like,
Glen Ivy, they bring new mud in every day because you basically,
every day. Yeah.
yeah,
But what if
you're not reusing the same mud?
I'd want to be the very first person when they first open. Then
Yeah,
I don't want any fucking leftover Fremunda shit.
you can do that.
Nah.
Just go early.
Yeah.
Do club mud first.
Yeah, but who's going in after, like getting all that sloppy second shit from the nasty mud that they're going in?
It's dirt. It doesn't matter.
Oh, bullshit. Bullshit.
It's like once you put that on and then let it dry off and it cakes on and starts to flake off, it's actually helping exfoliate your skin and like pulling toxins from.
Well, yeah, if you're
So it's taking more away than what you're getting in from it.
yeah, I don't know.
There could be heavy metals too.
Well, natural minerals are good for your body too.
Yeah, as long as you're not eating them.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like stuff like that.
Like, I sell water filters, like the reverse osmosis systems, and I'll get now, the last few years, I've been having to get the remineralization filters that actually put some of the beneficial minerals back into the water to, give you some benefit from the water, because otherwise it's just distilled water.
Yeah, it sucks the anions out of your body.
Yeah.
And it also has a lower pH.
Yeah.
But yeah, like doing that like buffers the pH and makes it higher because everybody wants to drink like pH 10 nowadays. It's a little crazy.
Yeah, that's.
But a lot of times they use just sodium bicarbonate as the mineral buffer. Like bottled water, they do that. I'm like, doesn't
Yeah.
some of that sodium get into your system? Because that's a
Yeah.
shit ton of sodium.
Yeah, it does, and it also has all the. If you get the bottled water, it has that fucking from the plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want that shit.
Yeah, don't leave them out in the sun. Whoops.
Well, no,
I left some in the back of my truck.
no, any of them. I mean, who's to say how long they haven't been sitting in the warehouse in a hot warehouse?
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh, you're on bottled water?
just
I
get,
think that they need to start making
just
that
get a
shit.
good filter in your house, and then put it in one of those
And you don't even need that
aluminum-
much filtration. Just like a good particle filter and carbon filter.
Yeah,
and
I-
it's going to taste better.
I can't stand bottled water. People, it's like having bottled water. It's like, dude, really? I get sparklets, and you put the 5-gallon thing on there. Boom, you finish it. They come by, they drop off more water. They take those ones, they go through the cleansing thing, they fill it back up with water. You're good to go. So it's always constantly recycled.
I have to have it for work though. When I'm working out in the field, then you have to have bottled water.
No, you can get a canteen. What happened to the days when there was construction trucks and they had the 5-gallon
Well, you have to have those
thing?
too.
Yeah, well, I mean, two. That's all you should have. No. I hate bottled water. I hate
No, just get a
even the
good
sites
RO
we
system.
have that I work at. They have the bottled water.
I
I'm like,
only
oh,
buy bottled
man.
water when it's like pure spring water, not the like reverse osmosis.
But the whole
purified
bullshit. I'm talking about the
tap
whole bullshit
water.
about the bottles themselves.
Yeah, it does. It causes a lot of trash. I recycle everything.
No, but the
Yeah, but
crap-
not everybody. Only half the people. So now you got a billion people that just don't.
Yeah.
No, just get a good RO system in your house. That's it, and then put it in those cleanable containers that you can carry with you. That's way better for you.
You see, you know what my fear is? That's why I don't use any water that's out of the tab. I mean, I actually when I boil water, if I'm going to make myself some
Filtered
spaghetti or something.
water.
No, listen, honey, Linda, listen. How do you think? I mean, although I'm a firm believer that terrorists they're just going to go ahead and infiltrate our government. That's the best way to do it, which they're doing now. But anyways,
I think there's other problems that are
instead of
more.
like doing like some nuclear device, do you contaminate the water?
There was somebody that tried doing that once. I think back in early 2000s, they got caught trying to like poison water supplies.
So I won't do it. Even like when I cook with water, you know, I just go right into the arrowhead thing. I'm good to go. Put that on the fire.
Arrowhead is just fucking a huge.
They're tap water.
Yeah, it's tap water that's filtered from a fucking RO.
Yep.
That's it.
And then they put baking soda in it. To,
Yeah, but
like,
see, but
bump up
the
sodium.
but the at least they're testing the shit before they bottle it.
Yeah, I sell filters for a living, so it's better to get your own filter that you know is cleaning it to a certain percentage down. You know, you're getting 99.9% of all the shit out of the water.
Well, it's so many parts per million.
Yeah, but if you're doing RO, you're basically getting distilled water.
You're getting it to 0 parts per million of anything.
Yeah.
So it RO takes everything out.
Yeah.
I like my delivered water.
Sparklets is cool.
You're gonna pay twice as much or 3 times as much.
That's okay. So when water
Actually,
the
he would
water
need-
supply just gets shut off for some fucking reason, just like they have blackouts. Oh, guess what? You don't have any water. Guess what? I do.
Guess what?
I've got like 50 gallons of fucking water set aside.
Oh,
You
great.
probably need some special filter for your shop too for all that sulfur. Because San Bernardino's got some really bad water.
No, I have Airhead.
Yeah, but if you take a couple of those gallon things and fill them up with your own filtered water, then you still have water.
True.
Just saying.
You could save money in the long run. Buy a filter.
Let me know. I'll put one in for you.
I know people that sell those, what is it, Kangen water systems? Those things are so freaking expensive for just this tiny little box that filters water. And you probably have to like change the filter every month or something.
Or the alkaline thing. Those things are expensive too.
Yeah, but alkaline water's it's not good to fuck with your pH like
That's
that.
what Kangen does. You can make the water up to pH 11, but don't drink it. They say that's for
why do
cleaning.
people say it's good?
Because they're stupid.
Because they want their
Because
pee
it-
to be a higher pH. And it still goes through the stomach, which is acid. And then people have some stupid argument over how the stomach isn't acidic all the time. Yes, it is. Drinking high pH water just gets neutralized in your body. You need to drink stuff with nutrients that turn your body into an alkaline system. That's why if you put cucumber and lemon in water, that's all you need for alkaline water. It does more than that expensive fancy crap.
Your body can naturally do that shit. You don't
Cucumber and
need
lemon?
That's what my yerba mate tea. It's actually an alkaline promoting tea because most teas are acidic. Like right now, if I test it with pH, it's probably like around 6 or something. But in my body, it turns it into alkaline. I think.
I think he was trying to theorize right now. I think.
I mean, that's what the research said. But would I be able to tell the difference if my piss is pH 6 or 7? Hell no.
Who's measuring their fucking piss? I'm sorry. That's just stupid.
Doctors.
Well,
It's what they do at physicals.
if you're drinking enough water and good water, then you're fine. You don't need fucking alkaline water or higher pH water or any of that bullshit.
Yeah,
Tiff,
I think
Tiff says if a man shits in a mud pool,
Exactly.
we were talking about like
How would you know?
mud.
How would you know? Yeah. That's why you got to be there first when they first
Well,
open.
why were you guys
By the
talking?
smell?
Why were you guys talking about a mud pool?
When we were talking about massages, then we were talking about spas and stuff like that. Because I brought up the last time I went and had a massage done, it was out at Desert Hot Springs, and they had this hot tub that was fueled by mineral water, and it was pretty fucking bomb.
Yeah, those are. I've been in those.
Yeah.
They have one in Palm Springs. That's where I went.
Yep.
I've done one of those mud ones too.
Yeah. See, I don't think it's that bad. He's like freaked out thinking people are gonna like
Shit in it.
Shit in
piss in it. Yeah, and then they have all their nasty fermented cheese and shit that's
Well, see,
flaking
that's
off
why I
in
don't
there.
go into public swimming pools like water parks and shit
Yeah,
anymore. I just
exactly.
don't.
It's just full of piss.
Yeah,
that's
just
why they
nasty.
crank up the chlorine too. Like
Yeah.
if you actually like get exposed to too much chlorine in that water, that can fuck with your skin.
Well, your
system,
skin
too.
is dried the hell out.
Uh-huh. I remember this one place. Their chlorine was so freaking strong it was bleaching everybody's fucking bathing suits. And that shit'll make me break out. My skin can't take it.
Oh yeah, go to those the what's that one in San Dimas, the water park? Water. What the fuck is it called?
Oh yeah. Raging waters.
Raging Waters. Yeah.
That's San Dimas?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
That is a piss pool.
You know, I've never been there.
Oh, you probably tested it, huh?
No, I haven't.
No?
Tested. No,
Oh,
but I
okay.
mean, it just when I was a kid, I'd go there and it was just like, nah. When I got smart enough, I was like, nah, I'm not coming back here. That's fucking disgusting. It's just
He
a
was
big-
probably the one pissing in it.
Nope. No. That was all the
See, I don't mind pissing in the ocean or in the river or something like that.
all the little children.
So,
that
see, that's
they don't
different.
want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's flowing water.
Yeah.
And plus it's got all the bacteria because you got the fishes that piss and shit in it too.
Yeah, but not in a pool.
I don't go to
Not
the
in a
beach
pool,
either.
yeah.
Fuck the beach.
No, yeah.
I
see,
will
I'm-
not
I'm
go in the
doing that.
water.
Yeah, no. We already talked about that.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, once I seen a floating turd next to me, that was it. I'm
Oh,
never,
no.
Yeah. I'll
Wait, I
never
thought you
go-
said that was in the ocean.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Oh,
He just said the beach.
okay.
No, the beach. Yeah.
I love the beach.
I like the beach.
Yeah.
I'm just not going in the water.
They're just the water.
I might like walk along the shore and then my feet get wet.
You
but
know, that's
I'm
pretty
not
much all I
swimming
do.
in it.
I never swim in the ocean.
Yeah.
Like,
No.
because I go there to drum, so I very rarely go all the way down to the ocean. We're just there drumming, and then I'm like, okay, I'm going to get tacos. See ya.
Where do you get the tacos at?
There's this taco cart that sets up on the end of the
Street
street at our park.
tacos.
Yes.
See?
The best fucking street tacos
Now we're back to
ever.
where we started. Street food.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
They have great pastor.
But yeah, you'll be
El Pastor.
run into the bathroom.
No, they're
30 minutes.
fine.
Oh, any of the good like authentic Mexican food, like yeah, you're gonna be shitting your pants. Like
That's not true.
yes,
No.
It's just
the
grilled
salsa,
meat.
all no, it's not the meat, it's the salsa.
No, their salsa's good. Their salsa rojo is fucking got the perfect
No,
amount of spice.
shit on
It's
me.
always fresh.
The problem is you get the places where they cross contaminate. If they're actually
Yeah.
chopping up and they're cooking, you have to make sure that it's one that separates where they're cutting the meat and where they're cooking it. And so that's what you have to look at.
Well, also with salsa, because it does go bad, but some restaurants, and I know because I've been to one, and this got me burnt like at least 2 times, and I stopped eating there. But they take the old salsa that's now like bubbling up and stuff, and then they just add new salsa in it.
yeah.
So you can't do that. All that does is
No.
give more media for the bacteria to grow. You
That's
got to
like-
throw that shit out.
Yeah, that's
Right.
like Taco
Like,
Bell. And
You know those little
shit like
plastic
that.
cups that you fill it up with salsa? If you put the lid on it, put it in the fridge,
It'll swell
and if
up,
it goes
yeah.
up, don't eat
Yeah.
that.
right.
What's
That's
acidic.
bacteria. It's making methane gas.
Yeah. Yeah, because there's a place. It's right. I can't think of the name, but it's right off of Valley and Rancho off the 10 freeway. And I was going there, and like one day the guy was like
Something with a G, right?
the guy was cutting the meat, and then he went over and took the same knife and started cutting.
Oh hell no!
You know the lemon and the chives and shit in the cilantro.
Oh, well, the lemon
and
cleaned
shit.
it then.
No, it did not. No, it did not. But he was cutting other shit, and then I'm like, what the hell? Then he did after he chopped the meat, he put on that. Then he started cutting up the cilantro and what have you, and the onion.
Uh-huh.
And I'm like, oh, what the hell?
See, these guys, all the shit's already chopped. I mean, they chop the meat.
Yeah. That's
But
what-
like all
yeah.
the cilantro and onions already done.
Yeah,
it's
it's
in
already
tubs.
done.
It's
Yeah, they have it in
fine.
tubs. Yeah.
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 But their pastor is great. And they have lots of other stuff too.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You just have to watch them as
Uh-huh.
they're preparing their food. They'll do it right.
Sonia cracked me up because she was eating, is it boucher? Boucher? How do you pronounce that?
Buche.
Boucher. She was eating that. She was like, what is this, David? I'm like, I don't know. It's probably stomach. And then she's like, let's go ask them. And then she did, and it was stomach. And then she's never had it again.
Oh, that's good.
I don't think I've ever had that one.
And then cabeza. That's good.
I've never had cabeza.
No, cabeza's head, not stomach.
It's mostly the
jows.
face.
It's the jows.
Yeah, like they
It's very
peel it off
tender.
of the skull.
Yeah, it's very tender.
Good.
I want to try that.
It's
I
good.
remember like when I was in Virginia, deep down in the country, I was in Martinsville, Virginia, where there's a NASCAR track and nothing else. But a lot of the country breakfast places would have these little cans of pig brains in milk gravy,
Ugh.
and they mixed that with scrambled eggs.
Oh, hell no.
They said it was good. I didn't believe them. I never tried it.
No, I'm good.
They're like, it makes the eggs extra fluffy. I'm like, I bet it does.
They mix what with
It's
it?
brains, pig brains in
Oh,
a
yeah.
milk gravy in a little can.
Yeah.
See, if it wasn't for the can, because like anything out of a can grosses me out.
Well, actually, you can the cow brains is I can't forget what they call it, but yeah, they eat that too.
Shit.
No, it's actually really good.
It's like I've heard it's like a fluffy, like almost like bread-like texture.
Dude,
Yeah.
dude, I have to give Mexicans respect.
Yeah, they
When-
use every
when
part
they
of the
started
animal.
that cow, dude. Everything is used. Every piece of meat on that cow is used. But I forget what the brain is, but it's oh man, it's good too.
No.
It's
That's
the
what I thought
texture's
cabeza
kinda
was
weird.
at first, but somebody was like, "No, it's not.
No.
Not the actual brain. It's the meat
Yeah,
from the face and the head."
cabeza is all the jowl, mostly the jowl area and stuff like that. Yeah, but the brain itself is in the whole other thing. And then you have the bull's balls too.
Oh.
That's a no.
Pelotas? No.
They just look
good.
gross.
No.
Well, they have to be, prepared right. No, you can't have it just as a ball. They chop it up and they put it in
Yeah.
taco. It's
Ugh.
good stuff.
Still no.
Yeah.
I don't want anyone's junk.
I've had intestines.
Sorry.
Like when they fry that in lard and put that in a taco, and it's like all you need is one, and you're gonna taste it all day long.
Yeah, that's the intestine. That's
Tripas.
well, it's,
Or
yeah,
no.
tripas. Yeah,
Tripas is a stomach lining.
No, it's the same thing that they put in.
They just called it
menudo.
chicharrones.
Yeah, menudo.
I think they were just saying that because they knew I didn't know Spanish, so they're like, "Yeah, it's chicharrones."
Yeah,
I'm like, I
yeah.
know it's not the skin.
Chicharron is the skin.
Oh, I love chicharrones.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But yeah, you
You love
Try-
chicharrones until you get one with a big chunk of fur on it.
Oh.
Then you don't love them so much
Or
anymore.
a tick or some bug in it. Yeah, no.
Well, the bug's probably like
it's the
completely
same
fried.
thing. Same thing like the chicken. Like with chicken gizzards. Man, I love those things, man.
Oh, those are gross.
Pioneer Chicken used to have those. Oh, they were so bomb.
What about when you cook a turkey and you get all the giblets and little hearts and kidneys
I
and
cooked
stuff?
that shit. Oh
I've-
yeah.
I used because my grandma used to make this giblet gravy, so I would do that, but I would just kind of like strain out the chunks because they always grossed me out. Ooh, liver's the worst too. Once I accidentally ate like a bite of liver. Oh my!
Why would
fucking
you
God.
want?
Good with
Why
liver.
would you eat the filter of the body? That's just stupid.
Yeah,
That's fucking disgusting.
and it's
I'm good
actually
with
not
that.
good for you because
No, it's
any type
not.
of organ meat is really high in this shit called arachidonic acid, which is actually a very inflammatory thing in your
Yeah,
body.
but you've actually cooked it all out.
No, that's still in the meat. It's really high in dark meat, organ meat, and red meat.
See, I'll eat the little chicken liver, but I won't eat like liver.
I won't eat any of
I
that.
had
But
my
I
friend's
do like liver worst.
my friend's dad made liver once, and it was fried liver, and it was actually edible.
Yeah, with onions. But no, I like
But no,
liver
I mean
worst.
like deep fried.
No way.
I like liver worst.
Liverwurst is good.
But that's not.
I always
liver.
like that. Yeah, it is.
It's ground up liver.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just been put through a processor,
Yeah.
and you can spread it too. I'm like, ooh, this is like bologna. You can spread.
Yeah.
It comes in those little thick slices that are only like this big around.
No, it's got to be mushy. You got to.
Yeah,
you gotta,
it
you
is.
gotta put inside a
It's
thing.
still
You gotta-
mushy.
You never hear
Well,
of
even when you
liverwurst
take-
anymore.
Yeah, you do. I
No.
got some. in my
They have it at
refrigerator
the
right now.
store.
I love
Oh,
it. Hell
fucking
yeah.
gross.
What about head cheese?
Oh no. No.
I don't even know what the heck is in that. They eat
Dude.
that down south.
If you look at head cheese,
It's see-through.
It's gelatinous.
Yeah,
And it's got all kinds of stuff. You're like looking
it's
at it, you're
halfway
like,
to
going,
marshmallows.
What the hell? Do you don't see head cheese in the store anymore. Not here.
Yeah.
I haven't seen head cheese, but my dad would eat that shit.
Ugh.
That's
He
fucking
loved that.
disgusting.
It was like so the
Dude, what
whole
about that
gelatinous
olive
thing was-
loaf crap? Did you ever eat that?
That's horrible as well.
Ugh. Who the hell thought of that?
I mean, I like olives, but not in a meat like that. Like
Ugh.
it's just like what the fuck.
Or it's the same things like what is it? That bread like on Christmas,
Fruit bread.
fruit bread.
Oh, fruit.
Oh,
fruit
I had
cake.
this German
fruit
one.
cake.
Yeah, fruit
that's
cake.
it. Ugh.
I had this German one that was actually not the same as fruitcake, but it had like those little pieces of dried fruit in it, but it was a completely different kind of bread. And it was bomb as fuck.
Oh no.
Like from an actual bakery in New York that's known for shit like that.
Yeah, no, can't do it. Can't do it. But that head cheese, dude, that brings up memories. Because I remember my mom made me a sandwich, and I went to school.
Just the name.
So I'm sitting there, and right.
Oh, no.
So I'm sitting
I
there.
know, why do they even call it that?
I'm not
it's-
eating anything called head cheese. Sorry.
And it's lunchtime, and so I was a bologna kid, BLGNA. I mean, come on,
That was horrible too.
And the thing is, we had actually I had one at the house too.
I like
but
Tabasco
the
on a
meat
bologna
cutter,
sandwich.
the meat slicer.
Ooh, that's fancy.
So we
So you would buy
is
a chub.
everything we buy a big thing of bologna and just slice it. Mom wants, but I guess we ran out of bologna. And so she made me a head cheese sandwich. So I'm sitting there, and I'm not thinking nothing of it. We sit down, open up my paper bag, and
Take a big old bite.
and pull out my apple, and we'd get milk, but it costs a nickel, but I love my milk. You have chocolate or white milk. I love chocolate milk, obviously.
Yeah.
And then I have my sandwich. Take a bite of that thing.
What the hell?
Like, what the hell? And I open up that sandwich, and that's head cheese inside there. And I'm like, oh, hell no. I tried to trade that thing off to somebody. Hey, you want to trade? What do you got? I'm like, what do you got? I got a sandwich. What's in it? I ain't going to eat that.
Nobody wanted it.
Yeah, so I had my apple, and I had my milk. Oh, and we had I got a little treat. It was what were they called? They were like a Tootsie Roll, but it was like the commercial was like the astronauts used it. It was
Those little they were like kind of like
little chocolate things.
Yeah, I forget what those are called. I remember those.
Yeah.
I don't remember
They were
that.
weird. Yeah, they were. You don't see those anymore.
Oh no, but they were bomb, dude. But I had that my
Choco
apple
roll?
and my milk. That was it. I was like, oh hell no, dude. I'm not eating that. I think I might even threw it on the ground. I don't think the pigeons ate that shit.
Jeez, ugh.
Fuck that. Give me some
You
of
could have like stuck the slices of bread to the ceiling or something.
that, right?
God.
I remember you could take gummy bears, and if you just put them in your mouth and get them wet, then you can stick them to anything, and they stay stuck forever.
Oh yeah.
I used to do that and throw them up on the ceiling.
That's
That
a
and
waste
pencils.
of a gummy bear.
Well, I'd eat some of them
I
too.
don't like gummy bears.
Now you can get weed gummy bears.
Love gummy bears. Oh yeah, dude, those are fucking.
Well, it
Dude,
depends.
those are fucking potent. My old roommate, man, he got some, and
Zig ate like
He-
a whole bunch of them.
no, yeah, what he did is he went to the what was it called, dispensary, and he had a bunch of stuff, and he had some gummy bears sitting on the counter. So I'm thinking nothing of it. I'm like, oh shit, yeah. So I grabbed like fucking like 5 of those things, dude. I'm like, okay, they're probably like the kids or something like that. And there's a small pack, so it's not like it was a big pack. If it was a big pack, I would have took a handful, and it probably would have been like stuck on stupid for like 2 weeks. But it was a small bag. Let me just take like 4 or 5 of these things
Oh shit!
and pop them. I'm like going, wow, that's a weird flavor. And I didn't think nothing of it. I'm going about my thing, feeding the dog. Popping,
It's herbal.
and I'm like, why did these things taste really weird? And then so my roommate comes out of his room, and then he goes and he grabs his stuff, and the pack was closed, so I opened it. He goes, hey, he goes, did you open my package? Like, yeah, I did, man. Oh, I didn't know that was yours. I thought it was one of the boys. I said, those are some weird tasting gummies. And he goes, how many did you eat? I don't know, like 4 or 5 of those things. He's like going. Remember
Good night.
Remember in
Night,
Cheech's
night.
song when he gave Cheech all that ass, and he's like going ho 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 ho.
Yeah,
Yeah.
That's what he did. He's like, oh man.
yeah,
goes,
because you're still
"You're
the
gonna-"
pre-stage. It hasn't hit you yet.
Yeah, he's like going, you're going to be feeling really good in about 30 minutes to an hour. I'm like going, what? He goes, yeah, dude, I got these from the dispensary. These are edibles. I'm like, no wonder they tasted weird.
Yep.
And
I'm surprised you
I-
didn't recognize the taste.
I didn't. I was like, well, wow, this is kind of weird. I thought
Or the packaging.
I thought they might have been stale or something. Maybe they're old. You know, I don't know. I didn't have edibles. I never ate an edible before.
Oh, okay.
And I mean, outside of brownies,
Yeah.
you know, but I've never had gummy edibles. I didn't even, they fucking made them.
I remember a friend of mine gave me this one. It was an edible. It was like this little pink candy thing with these white crystals on top. And the white stuff was actually magic mushrooms. But I took like a little bite out of it and it tasted like shit. I was like, I'm not eating this. I'm like, I don't want fucking edibles that taste like mushrooms. That's just gross.
I like mushrooms, man. That was the best high. But
Oh, speaking of healthy stuff, I was going to mention something also.
well, actually, dude,
Go ahead.
after I ate those gummy bears, dude, I swear to God, man, within like about an hour later, dude, I was so stuck on stupid. I was like walking, you know, I was like, dude, I gotta walk this shit off. I was like freaking out. You know?
There's nothing you can do for an edible buzz.
I just
you just got to wait it out.
I just started walking around the block. I'm trying to, you know, walk this shit off, dude. I mean, for like hours.
Aye.
I'm like, going shit,
why I
dude. I
don't
would
get high
never
like
do that again,
Yeah.
ever.
But
So I don't do edibles.
Here's one thing I want to try. Not drugs, but a different kind of mushroom. Oyster mushrooms. A friend of mine posted some recipe with that, and it said it's actually got more protein than chicken. So they were doing like oyster mushrooms mixed with some veggies and stuff like that for a healthy dish. I was like, ooh, I've only seen oyster mushrooms dried.
I've never heard of an oyster mushroom.
I think it's used more in like some Asian cooking,
Fungus.
but like some
I like
mushrooms.
you don't like mushrooms?
Eh.
Oh my God, pizza has to have mushrooms.
But
on
this guy, he goes out and he goes and gets morel mushrooms. He lives in Utah, so he's like a professional mushroom hunter. And morels are like, what's that fancy one that comes from Europe? Fuck, I hit the wall.
Have you ever had a portobello mushroom?
Oh,
burger?
portobellos are awesome.
Oh my God,
Yeah,
those
I
are
cook.
so good.
I marinate those things and put them on the grill and melt some cheese on them.
Dude, butter
fucking
and garlic
bomb.
on those things.
They don't even taste like mushrooms.
No, they don't. That's what I'm saying. The portobello mushroom burger.
But that's why I'm like, what does an
Ugh.
oyster mushroom taste like? My guess is it's probably bad.
I've never even heard of an oyster.
Have you ever had
mushroom.
shiitake mushrooms?
Yeah.
Those are some pungent motherfuckers.
Yeah,
Yeah, no thanks.
They like punch you in the gut.
Right.
Ugh.
They make you fart.
Yeah.
I'm hungry.
Yeah, but I'm going to have to try some oyster mushrooms now.
Ugh.
I've
Like
never heard of an oyster mushroom.
I think they're the ones that are kind of like weirdly shaped, like twisted and stuff. I know I've seen them somewhere.
I don't even like oysters. To have an oyster and a mushroom mix.
I think it's maybe just because it looks more like oysters.
I don't know.
Deep fried
taste.
oysters are good, but
Yeah.
raw oysters, oh no. Yeah, ain't gonna do it.
Yeah, they're pretty gross.
I don't like the texture.
And
Chewy,
that's another thing you got to be
chewy
careful
shit.
because you can have blooms of bacteria
Yeah.
where you're harvesting the oysters and you can get really sick off of that
Oh
shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
See, Drake likes those things. I'm like, ugh. No.
I have had them fried. They're way better.
And he likes it. He likes
Clams
the
are good.
pigeon egg. You know, when we go to
Quail egg?
Quail egg.
Yeah. I had a quail egg shooter at a
Yeah,
sushi place.
quail egg shooters. That's what they.
That shit was so fucking nasty.
That's just too.
They were doing it. The place down in the South Beach Bar and Grill. They were doing oyster shots. It's an oyster with like vodka or something, and you take it. It's got alcohol and an oyster.
Yeah.
In the shell?
Yeah,
No. It's just the raw
It's-
oyster
it's
inside a shot
the
glass.
shot
Oh, okay.
Fucking disgusting.
I'd rather have it from the shell.
No, I'd rather have it cooked.
That's kind of like the experience
I
of
wouldn't even-
oysters.
I don't even like oysters. I don't like the texture. It's like chewy. Shit.
Well, you're not supposed to chew on them.
No.
I said when they're fried, you can, but it's still going to have that oyster taste.
Well, it's supposed to be an aphrodisiac, but
I think clams are way better. Clam meat's tasty.
I love clams.
Yeah.
But deep fried.
Yeah. Anything you fry is going to be good.
But the only
That's
problem,
why calamari's so good.
yes. But the only problem with deep fried clams is you get some sand once in a while.
Yeah.
You're chewing it.
A little bit of grit.
It's a little gritty.
Ugh.
Well, I'm ready, guys.
Yeah. I'm good.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here.
Right?
Or I'll get
Now
to
I'm
go home
fucking
and eat.
hungry, dude. I am. I'm like completely
Ew.
fucking starving now.
I'm glad I ate before
And I
the
can't
show
even eat
tonight.
anything.
So I had lunch and I'm good. I'm like, I don't need I talk about oysters and raw nasty fish and
I had chicken fried steak breakfast,
I had
and then
it
I didn't eat
yesterday.
again until right before the show.
Dude, we were at the Grizzly Cafe yesterday.
Yeah, I went to Flo's.
Oh my god, I love chicken fried steak and eggs.
I still I think Flay Bob has the best one.
flows. And
Flo's in Chino.
oh, okay, I know that place. Right.
Yeah,
by the
Flay
airport
Bob
right
is
there?
a little cafe right by my house.
It's
And-
at the airport.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Chino Airport. Yeah. I bet.
Airports
No,
always
no,
have
not
the
the
best
Chino
food.
Airport.
Chino
Flo's is Chino. He's talking
Yeah.
about Flo's.
No, I'm talking about.
Flay
I've
Bob.
been to that one.
Yeah, Flay Bob is like there's a smaller airport, Flay Bob
Yeah.
in Rubidoux,
It was bomb.
and they make it so fucking good. It's perfectly crispy.
Yes.
chicken fried steak.
Country fried steak.
Country fried steak, chicken fried steak, same shit.
Yeah,
It's all the same shit.
they actually said they changed it
like
on the
fried
menu
food.
because it was confusing people. Like people actually thought they were ordering chicken, and like it says chicken fried steak.
Right.
But I've gone to a place and I had a chicken steak, which is really just the breast of chicken.
Well, because
Then it's not a steak.
They
Yeah.
relabel it. 'cause
It's not a
like,
steak.
Like fried
A chicken fried steak is a steak.
Yeah. Country
just a
fried
cheaper
steak, it's
cut.
all the same shit.
All right.
Oh, you know what's good? Take some cube steak style, like pork shoulder meat, and slather barbecue sauce on that. Cook it up on the grill, and then put some like sliced onions and pickles on a bun. Boom! Instant McRib.
No.
Seriously, I will make some. You will fucking love them.
McRib is not even, and they make it. I
would
I
never-
watched this thing where how they make
I would
those.
never.
Well, I'm
eat
talking
one of
about
those
making it
pieces of shit.
actually like using real pork.
Right. Right.
Not
okay.
not
get
the
it.
McDonald's style.
I'm down
but,
for that.
But I kind of copied that, but use the cube steak from pork shoulder,
Right.
or just get your own steak and tenderize the shit out of it.
Right.
Just hit it with a hammer.
Hit it with
Alrighty
that.
then.
I don't do that anymore. I used to.
I made the best Philly cheesesteak I ever had was this little lunch deli in the Luxor Hotel in Vegas. And it wasn't just made of like the super thin sliced meat like every other Philly cheesesteak I've ever had. It was an actual thick piece, and they just tenderized it like that. And I tried it. I made it like that at home, and my God, it's fucking awesome. So hammer your meat.
Alrighty.
All right. Well, we're out of here. Let's get the fuck out of here.
See.
I'm not gonna. Thanks for tuning in, everybody,
See ya.
for the Three Stooges of Kaotic Radio.
Oh, Cinco de Mayo. If anyone's into going down to see Crowley, we're playing at Cook's Corner for the Blessing of the Bikes. It's like their biggest show of the year. So,
So ride your bike down to Cook's Corner. That's actually a good ride.
yeah.
I like.
Yeah,
riding
we have a
that.
show that day too. The 4th and the 5th. I got a busy weekend.
You guys have fun with that. I got to work, and I love doing that. So,
Do you
Yep.
think?
all right, guys.
See ya.
We're at it.
All right, later.
See you on Facebook.
I always forget about pumping the shows.